We are live. You were in shot then. You were just like, what the hell? So let's test the stream. It's not gone live on the stream yet. Or are we just waiting? What's going on? What's going on with this? Here we go. Something's happening. I bet it's an advert. Oh, it's an advert. Starting on a piece of
live.
We are live. Is the audio working? That's the.
We're live. Can we get an audio check from people in chat?
Can we get a rewind? Oh, let's skip this. So how do we know if this is working? How do we turn the hello? 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 Yes, we're working.
Looks and sounds great. Awesome.
Look how good we look on this. No word of a lie. The last 15 minutes has been a little bit stressful. We've had to change cameras. We've had to change rigs and all sorts of stuff. But welcome along to the YouTube channel that belongs to the Real Sam Prentice, whoever that is. Welcome along, Real Sam Prentice. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Zombie Hedgehog here.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, Stephen.
Hi.
Yep. Nice to meet you, Ryan.
Is it Graham?
It's Graham. Yeah,
Graham.
Yep. So we're at Offset Maker Labs. Fantastic laboratory, not a laboratory.
Laboratory.
Yes, and thank you, Andrew Rogers, for the 10. We're going to spend that on something naughty later, I'm sure. So we're here building DeathRacers. Zombies come over because you weren't far away.
No, I'm like just an hour away from here, so
just up the road. Just up the road. So you skied here, and that was fun.
I think the snowmobile
behind a moose.
Yeah, behind a moose. We shot one of those. It's fine though. Yeah. So anyway, we're going to build some DeathRacers today. We've got 2 DeathRacers to build. We're going to build one here. We're going to do it in sections, and hopefully, if you're looking to build a DeathRacer, or if in the future you're kind of bored and want to build one, and maybe you want some reference material, perhaps this is going to lend very well to that. Zombie Hedgehog's here from Hedgehog Makes. How you feeling? What's going on there? What's going on there? What was that? Oh,
people are donating.
You're watching. Okay,
yeah,
cool.
I'm watching. So I'm reading chat. So I live stream on twitch.tv/zombiehedgehog, and I'm not professional, but I do read chat.
You look very professional.
I do. I look professional. So today we're going to be kind of using this camera to go into multiple views as we build the DeathRacer. So we'll zoom in and out and get you all the details and show you the process.
I should have just let you do this.
I
You're
know.
just so professional.
Unreal.
Unbelievable. Anyway, listen, guys, I hope you're having a good day. First layer. Jeremy's there. We love Jeremy.
Yay!
Little golfer's clap for Jeremy.
Jeremy. Go clap, go clap.
Pez Liz is in chat as well.
Yay!
Oh, excellent. Bearded Printer, Talk Prince. Who else have we got? Jerry from 3D HP. He's streaming in a few hours' time, so we should be finished by the time that happens. But should we get straight into it then?
We should.
Yeah?
Let's do it.
Okay, well, assume your positions. And
you are watching 4 masters at work.
Exactly.
The whole card.
Yeah, we would have had stuff like that, and people are having to. Yeah, this is weird. So this is a DeathRacer. If you don't know what a DeathRacer is, it's a 3D printed battlebot that basically has a boom on the back. You swing it left, you swing it right, and basically the aim of the game is to knock your head off the competitor like this. And inside of that, there's a switch, and the kill switch basically disables the rider. So that's the name of the game today. These are 3D printed. Thank you again to our wonderful sponsors. Do I actually want to take this off? PCB Way. Just worried about it. Just like,
don't be scared.
Okay, I'm not scared. I'm just nervous. And also, Polymaker Filament.
Polymaker Filament.
Yeah, happy with those guys. So everything you'll find here is, I think, pretty much printed in Polymaker Filament today. Is that right?
Yeah, no, not pretty much. It's all Polymaker.
It's all Polymaker. Okay, so the kits we're going to be using here are the version 1 Victory Tech functional kits. Does that need to be a little bit higher up? Okay, keep it in frame. Thank you. Got the professionals in. So inside of this kit, you pretty much have everything you need, other than the parts that you definitely do need. So there are a few things that we're going to be going through here. That basically this kit was for the last version, the version 1. We've now upgraded the kit to make it more user-friendly, and we've made some severe improvements. I say it was basically Ryan and Offset Maker Lab.
Jeremy and Josh.
Exactly.
There's a whole bunch of us.
Tons of people. We've got manuals and stuff now. It's incredible. Yeah. It's incredible stuff. But inside of this kit, you do have basically the functional parts that you're going to need. We're moving along here. This is interesting. And hopefully, fingers crossed, it will be enough. We do have an instruction manual as well, but some people don't like to read instruction manuals. So we're also doing a bunch of streams I've just finished one with Joel Telling. So Joel's got one coming out. I've got another one coming out, building with Joel and Ben. We've also filmed one yesterday on component parts, how to assemble things, gearboxes, and all that sort of stuff.
This one.
We built this wonderful 80s racer yesterday, and we built this one as well, which is called Private Parts. Did we call it that in the end?
We sure did.
Oh, good. And what's this one called?
What was that? That was a retro wrecker.
Retro Wrecker.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. So again,
Promise.
we've got 8 of these, 9 of these, 8 of these.
Eight.
To build.
Eight
We've
of
got
them.
8 of these
Eight
to
of them,
build.
yeah.
And the idea is that these are going to be what we call the public races. So they're going to be slightly slower than the main death racers. And the reason for that is the public are going to be able to race these around at the events. So Rocky Mountain Rep Festival, Midwest Rep Festival, the East Coast Rep Festival, also known as 3D Printopia, and possibly even open source and other places like that. So it's a kind of try before you buy scenario. But again, we're also still waiting on Big Tree Tech to get the version 2 kit out. But really, they're on it. There's only just a few component parts. We're also going to be giving away one of these kits. It possibly might be we're getting, that's interesting. Did you see that?
It looks like there's a commercial happening.
There
right
is a
now.
commercial happening for a certain Chinese company. Anyway, moving swiftly on. That was interesting. Yeah, so these kits are $189. You do get your remote control inside of that. And again, you get the motors, you get a bunch of other hardware. But in order to build this version, the version 2, which is called
The Piranha.
there are a couple of additional parts you also need as well.
A couple rods.
Yeah, maybe a new switch. Yeah, there's a few things, but we'll go through that. So as we hit those particular parts, we'll also talk about that. And again, in the main build video that hopefully will be out at some point this weekend, the editor's working hard on that. Hopefully we can fundamentally show you exactly what you're going to need and what you're going to be undertaking. Now, we have talked about this in quite in depth about who's this really for? And if you think it's going to be a kit in the bag and you're just going to get it out and it's going to work, it's not that. It's just not that. You do have to assemble some parts. There are some tricky bits with gearboxes and things like that that are potentially looking quite daunting, but really and truly, they're not that bad. And once you get into getting into the understanding of why we're doing the things we're doing, hopefully it kind of makes sense and you'll get a good undertaking of. We've had some people turn around and say, well, this isn't for me, or I'm not happy with the way it went. And we were kind of under the impression it was going to be easier than it is. But we think it's quite easy. We built a ton of these anyway, haven't we? And what's going on up there? They're doing some stuff over there that we're not doing. How can we do that? That's whiz round.
Working.
Hello.
We're working.
We mounted the microphone up here, so we'll see if that works. Just keep out of frame. You can just put it right here too. That would work. Hi. This place is amazing. If you haven't seen the lab yet, it's pretty neat.
It's cool, and it's a good place to do it. So we've kind of got two setups here. Again, we've had to we had a different camera, and then we didn't have the correct cable for that. It's been a bit of a whirlwind. I've been in the States for nearly 2 weeks now, and this is the final leg of my journey. I've been to Seattle to film with 3D printing nerd Job Telling, and then on to film with John from Tripod's Garage. And now I'm here, and we're having a good time. Yeah, we're having some fun. So, if you wouldn't mind, could you just open up the?
I could be your lovely assistant.
You can be.
Do I need the wig?
You are glamorous. Have you got a wig? You have, haven't you? Oh, you have, haven't you? Oh boy. Okay.
You got it for me.
I did get it for you. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. This is crazy. This is crazy. Lots of people here. The Shrimp Father's here now. Josh is here.
Hey.
We love
Hey,
Josh. Josh is absolutely awesome. He's also on the Discord doing a ton of support. So in this kit, should we just cast this aside? So in this kit, you do get the radio controlled unit as well. This
you told me to do.
I did, yeah. You're good at following instructions, and I like that about you. So the RC, if you were to buy this on Amazon, what are we guessing that this is probably going to be on Amazon? Probably
50 to 60 bucks.
50, 60 bucks. The kit is 189. You get all your screws, you get your motors, you get your gearboxes, you get the ESCs, and a cute little fan as well as we open everything up. We've also got these carbon fiber rods. That's for the rear of the racer. And we've got 2 carbon fiber rods that sit inside the racer so that it doesn't snap in half. Yeah, we need those in a minute when we do our gearboxes. We've also got some servos. So the servos are for the arms. The arms move backwards and forwards when we purge it forward. So towards the end of the stream, we're probably going to battle these 2 racers that we're building. See who comes to the death and see who comes up as a ultimate winner. And then we've got some giveaways. So Big Tree Tech are giving away a kit. There's a ton of stuff. There is an absolute ton of stuff to give away. So we're going to do a wheel of names. If you look in the description of this video, there's a couple of things you're going to see. A bunch of affiliate links to Polymaker and various other places, even one for this particular kit if you decide that you want to buy that and it's not too daunting for you. We're also going to show you some stuff from PCBWay, like this absolutely amazing soldering iron that we've been using to heat press. Can we show one of those off? Can we show one of the builds? Here we go.
Showing off the goods already. There's that.
We can show them that. Let's show the heat sets off. Yeah. So we preheat set this one. It's super, super easy. And with this device, it heats to 300 degrees in less than about 8 seconds. We may or may not give away 2 of those. I kind of have a preference on when maybe they're going to go, and it's going to help the greater good for the DeathRacer crew. Anker have also sent me this amazing travel USB charger, and that actually powers most things. It's been a complete lifesaver since I've been doing this whole thing. So thank you to them. Thank you to PCBWay. You know,
I was just going to say the pairing between those two is awesome.
It really is. And we'll show that off in a little bit. But let's get straight on into this then. Shall we start at the beginning? What are we starting with? The heat insert. Should we show the heat inserted parts?
Let's do at least one.
Yeah.
Show how that works, right?
Let's do it.
So
Let's do it.
Thing heats up. Just grab whatever, because I think all of
those heat inserts are done. So we're going to need a different...
Another racer.
So we're building 9 of these things. And again, sorry, 8 of these things. We're building 9 of them in total, but we are building 8 of them. But I'm just going to show you how the heat inserts work. John Stern's here. James is here. Phil from 3DP UK is here. What a beautiful man. What's this? Hang on, somebody sent me something. What's going on? 3DP UK with a 10. Thank you so much. We're going to spend that on all sorts of crazy stuff. So
I'll set them up. You knock them down.
Okay, let's do it. Okay, I'm just going to show you this. So this is plugged into this is so cool. This is plugged into the Anker make, or the Anker. Well, I don't even know what it's called, but it's just call it Anker, the power bank. So check this out. Ready? We're going to hit the button. Here we go. 170, 190, 220, 255, 265, and we're up to 300 and less.
That's hot.
That is warm. Can you feel that?
No.
How do we hold these again? So let's fire one or 2 of these in. I'm just going to show you how this works. Here we go. A little bit of warmth, little bit of warmth. Here we go. Slightly pressing down. And in 3, 2, 1, heat cert is done, ladies and gentlemen. Let's fire up another one and do it again. This is just like our own QVC channel right now. We are doing heat certs. So there are 40 heat certs in total that you need to plumb into these suckers. And I tell you what, I find it quite therapeutic. That's it, done. We're only going to do those, but that's just to show you how to do your heat inserts. So before the build, my personal preference, we just unplug this. My personal preference would be get your heat certs done first, plug it all in, put that away. And now we're going to be moving on to you guys now. Is that right?
Assembling the gearboxes,
You're
right?
going to do the gearboxes next. You guys are going to be on gearboxes, so we're going to be on camera duty. Yeah, so John's asking if it's 40 heat sets. Yes, it's 40 heat sets.
Yeah.
In the V1, you don't get 40, so you do need an additional. Now, if you do download the kit, either from Printables, again, it's in the description below. I've already pre-done all that. Or if you go to the Michael Badley Patreon page, it'll give you the number that it's deficient of. So maybe there's like, I don't know, 25 or something.
Josh actually did this.
Josh did it.
In the instructions, he's got a readout of what the kit's got, what you're going to need that's not in the kit, and
so heat insert, you get 16, you need 40, so there's a deficit of 24. Easy, isn't it?
Math, man.
Josh did an amazing job at that, and there he is. Look, same size as the Voron heat sets. Yeah. Okay, so let's turn the camera around. I'm going to leave the microphone here, and I'm going to go over there for gearbox building.
Sounds good.
What's next after the gearbox building? You've got the list.
After the gearbox is...
We've noted things down. This is how good things have got here.
We're going to go over what we did, he says, gearboxes. Then we're going to talk about tracks a little bit.
Yep, tracks a little bit and how to put those on, and then
we're assembling the drive pods, the motor frames.
Who's doing that? Are they doing that, or are we doing that?
I think they're doing that.
They've got quite a lot of work to do. We're gonna talk and just have some fun.
We're just gonna hang out.
Oh, we're coming. They're asking. Okay.
Okay, bye.
Ready? Round we go. Don't trip over that cord. Here we go. Round we go. Here they are. Look at those gorgeous guys.
All right. So we have gears.
I'm gonna try to crank through this.
So we've got the motors, we've got the gear. We already pulled everything out of the box, as you guys would get it. So there's been a couple changes since the version 1 kits. Now the really nice thing is we've got these spacers. The spacers allow us to not have to cut down the shafts like we've been doing. So with that being said, let's start with disassembling the gearboxes so we can pull out the gear and get them on the motors.
No, disassemble.
Oh.
Johnny 5 is alive.
Okay, so
Should I do one?
yep, I'm gonna just don't remember what size it is. 2.5, I think.
5, yep.
So you grab that.
Oh, we have 2 microphones.
We did. Yeah.
Oh,
wow.
you've got a 2.5
wow.
over there. You've got a 2.5 there.
Yep.
So let's pull the top off.
I'll raise you. Yeah, so there's a total of 3 different varieties of gearboxes, depending on where you purchase them from. These are specific for the Big Tree Tech kit. Actually, how much do we need to take this apart?
Don't only have to split it, so you take it, and then basically just don't lose your screws. You pull the back off.
Okay. Ooh, that's some grease in there.
Yep.
Ooh. Oh, it's a sticker. Okay. It's
Yeah,
getting
it's a
stuck on
sticker.
the sticker on the side, so.
So, and then careful, don't let the planetary gears in there slip apart. You want to just kind of set this off to the side, and that step's done. We don't need to really mess with anything in there. This is so that we can mount the base plate that we removed to the actual motors. Okay, we're gonna dig through our box of goodies here. And find your flange couplings we have here.
Got them.
And then
All right. In the bag with these couplers, there are some very small grub screws. Do not lose those. And do not eat them. They're not snacks.
We're also not going to use those.
yeah,
We're not using them.
we're not using them. Nope.
We've got an alternative.
Alternative. Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The secret alternative. Okay.
Shocker smacking.
I don't know what the alternative is. What's the alternative?
We're actually going to replace it with regular screws. So we'll throw a little Loctite on these.
Really?
Yeah, they won't back out.
Yeah, I gave it to him before.
Oh. Okay. That's
We
smart.
had a problem stripping out the grub screws, and then if you ever go back in there, it's an issue. So we decided to change up, which I believe is going to be covered in the version 2 kits. So we have our little baggie that has our gears.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
So because we have the printed spacers, we don't need to cut these down, and these get tapped on and installed while they're flush, right flush with the end of the shaft here.
Yeah, it's very nice. When I was working on the original ones, because I built a couple of DeathRacers,
Kill him with this.
this is the hardest part. Should probably get a nice close up on there. There we go. So it goes in just like that. There we go. Beautiful.
So what you want to do is you want to back. So on the back side of the motors, you can see the shaft right here. It will push through. So you have to back that when you tap this on. Otherwise, you'll cause a misalignment inside it.
So he's just using a 1, 2, 3 block to press it against.
Yep.
And it's flush. Look at that. Easy.
Do you want to talk about the cracking gears?
So that has been an issue on some of these. We haven't run into it. We've assembled quite a few of these kits, quite a few racers over the lifespan of DeathRacers, and I have not experienced myself the cracking of the gears. So I don't know the procedure that people have been using to install these. So I can't say if it was operator or if it was a manufacturer D part. But
Big Tree Tech are also now including additional gears in case they do crack.
correct.
Okay.
Hey, can you guys keep it down?
Who doesn't like a big bang?
It's loud.
I'm sorry. Okay, so now that we have the gears on these, we're done with that. We need to do is affix the spacer here,
Okay.
and then
Spacer.
being careful to note that on the backside of this backside of the gearbox, there is a washer. It's kind of stuck on there with some lithium grease. Try not to lose that. You'll end up with a bad day.
Mine's still in this part of the motor. Didn't come apart with it, so just be aware of where the washer is.
Exactly.
Yep.
Okay, so a lot of the issues with the kits is that bags aren't labeled, things aren't specific, and hardware is just kind of screwing them out. So basically for this step, I hold it here and then try to find through the kit hardware, or if you have hardware packs, the correct size screw, making sure that it bottoms out on the flange, but doesn't go so far that it prevents the motor from turning. So you really want to check that before you finish your assembly. When you slip the other side of the gearbox on, make sure it rotates. Otherwise, you're gonna have a bad day. So
You're gonna have a bad day.
hardware pack here, basically here and here, and then
It's like a 10 maybe or 8.
let's see what these ones are.
I'm guessing 8.
Okay.
I am gonna guess
10.
these are 12s actually.
12. Okay.
So I'm gonna line up here, and then kind of look at where your holes are here.
If you do get stuck, this is a really handy print on printables. If you need to reference anything.
Oh, would you look at that?
Yeah, it's good, isn't it? Check this out. This is a screw measuring tool. If you do need to get, there it is. Is this okay? Did you check this?
Oh, would you look at that?
It's okay. One thing I will say about these is just make sure if you're firing screws through here that the shaft is still able to turn. I've seen it a few times now where your shaft gets stuck. So you've just got to be mindful of how you screw your nut in to the shaft. Okay, I'm going to get it. Okay. It's one of those shows.
Thank you, Sam.
That's okay.
To determine that was the right size.
So far,
So far, so good.
so far, so good.
Do you need to lube your shaft so it doesn't get stuck?
Oh, I don't like that.
It's pre-lubed actually,
It is pre-lubed. Definitely, there's a lot of grease in here.
but we are going to grease up the around here.
Oh
We've got a big tub
yeah.
of grease for you for that.
You know, I don't think I ever did. I was using nylon gears for my original, and I think nylon is probably fine.
Yeah, it just quiets it down. That's the only
Yeah,
thing.
it's loud.
It's about the friction.
Printed gears are not quiet.
This guy's.
Are you going to post that one?
I believe it's that fellow.
Struggling here a little bit.
Maybe you want to look into something to post it.
So these are countersunk screws. Is that fine?
Yeah.
All right.
You're looking right.
So you grab 12s.
I grabbed 12s, but I'm questioning my choice.
I'm gonna go with 10. I'm gonna try 10
Give that a go.
because these ones are actually measured differently for whatever reason.
Right.
Someone should make instructions.
I mean, who reads those anyway?
That's part of the problem.
Huh? What?
Ooh.
There you go. So we've just posted up the printables link for that screw size up thing. Size up.
Yeah, that worked out. That size worked out.
10.
Yeah. Is it turning?
I get 12s in them, and it's turning.
12.
Yep.
Looks like 10 works too. There's a size range.
Again, the countersunk bolts probably allowed the difference.
Mm.
Joel's in the house. Mr. Polymaker himself.
Oh. Where? Yes, good. I can do something for him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Just want to show you.
What
show
is
you this
that?
real quick. Yeah, this is some Polymaker filament that I haven't been sent yet. So
It's not even out yet.
It's not even out yet, and I haven't been sent it. And I'm always waiting for Polymaker filament to come into the UK. But this is very special because look, this is a hedgehog. Zombie hedgehog makes spool of red. How cool is that? Did you see this?
Is Joel on it looking?
Oh, we're waiting. It's on. Oh.
No.
Oh, wow.
We don't stab.
We don't
We don't
stab.
stab bags. Sticker not included.
Yeah. They should include a sticker.
I know they should. That's a custom special sticker. No sticker. But I have heard that Polymaker is working on some merch pretty soon. So
Well, they've
buzz
been saying
about
that.
that.
They've been saying that for 2 years.
Soon. Soon has no time frame.
Let me sneak out of the frame for a second.
All right. So I guess we're gonna bolt this back in.
Yep.
Where this goes? Just
You'll find you might just need to
insofar-
just tilt the shaft ever so slightly and just give it a
This
little
is where
tickle.
the drive
Let's see.
right?
Yeah, looks like it's in.
Both Sort of equal. So as
All right.
operate as you can with that.
Hi guys, enjoying the stream so far? Is this useful? Leave a comment down below if you would like to build your own DeathRacer. Because I certainly love building these things.
This is fun.
Only on
isn't it?
stream though. Only on stream.
Okay.
Does anyone else feel inadequate when zombie interacts with people like you're supposed to?
Yeah, a little bit.
You're watching a master at work.
Apparently. Having stood behind you, I'm definitely
Stolen.
having stood behind you, I'm definitely watching a master at twerk. So that's wow.
Not on stream.
Sorry.
Okay, so we have the gearbox assembled.
Yep.
And it still rotates.
Oh, yeah, I should check that.
Is it rotating?
Oh. Not rotating. So what do I do?
Yeah.
You
So
gotta take it apart?
Yeah.
All right.
See, this is about listening. Did you do 12 or 10s in there?
10.
Interesting. Okay, so it might be that it's either ground out. Keep going.
Did the washer move?
Ooh, I'll have to check that.
Okay.
Imagine following along at home and finding out that you've got this exact problem. But if you do, we're going to show you how to fix it.
I did that on purpose.
Yeah, we had it in the book.
Man, we are
It's
so good
instruction.
at planning.
Exactly. Exactly. So there is a worrying substance as well here because in a little bit there are going to be puppies that are going to be on camera, and I mean they're going to come down at some point, right?
I would assume.
They have to.
so.
They have to. Otherwise, I'm going to have to go up and get them.
Right.
So Ryan and Kim have just got some new puppies.
Does the gear still move?
Kind of.
Kind of.
Okay, not the back. Hang on. So what's happened here is your screws have dug in too much. So if you undo those screws and put slightly shorter ones in there, did you use the same screws?
I would assume. I thought I pulled them out the wrong. Maybe I grabbed two of the wrong ones.
You sabotaged.
I might have sabotaged them.
You sabotaged.
Actually, I did on purpose so that we could show the people
No, I
at
grabbed
home.
myself.
Liar!
Does that look right?
Does it turn? This is exciting, isn't it? Nail biting stuff right now on this stream.
That's too long.
Wait, I had that.
Yeah, and he just needs to nip those. You just need to nip those. If they go too far, you dig into the motor. Does it turn? Yeah, it turns, right? Does it?
It's kind of.
Oh,
Did the shaft slide back?
doesn't look like it did. But let's tap the back, shall we?
Hmm.
Let's give it.
Mine's up further than that one.
Let's give it a little tap.
Look at whacking.
There you go.
There you go.
All right.
So example why we back the motors to prevent that. So I guess a good way of checking before you get to the gearbox step is put your gear on and then rotate it. If for some reason there's any obstruction and it feels tight, give the back a tap, and it should spin free and clear.
So tight obstruction is the takeaway.
Right.
Give your back a tap.
Let's go again.
You go again. I'm gonna go this way a little bit and assist Ryan with looking busy.
Right.
Knock everything off. Oh,
You guys haven't done those yet?
No, we're being very thorough.
Very thorough. Yeah.
Want to make sure that everybody's be able to follow along. We're not just going too fast like others.
Sorry.
Question for you guys in chat: how long is it going to take us to assemble this? How many hours? Or days?
Uh-oh.
Will I have to sleep here?
Penny Ruxpin's asking how did everyone end up in the same room?
Cars.
Yeah,
That's
I drove here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so did I.
6 hours? No way.
8 plus. Oof. All right, why is this not going in?
Planes, trains, and automobiles.
Yeah, Polymaker flew me in for this particular reason.
Well, you've been around though.
I have been around.
He
That's
gets around.
That's my. Unfortunately, that's my thing.
So if you just lived in the U.S., you wouldn't have to deal with that.
Do you know what? The amount of people that tell me that it's
Mhm.
Polymaker are like, oh, we really
Just
get
move to the US.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
We can wait and see. I don't know.
I don't know. I'm sure the Beatles would have been really popular living here too, but too much to manage.
We should maybe play the guitar and entertain people with some Beatles music. Do you know any of their songs? Hard Day's Night.
No.
8 days a week.
No.
One of these days, I'll get this.
Yellow
There we
Submarine.
go. There we go.
Ooh.
All right, we tightened in, and we're gonna check the shaft rotates. It does.
Yes.
There we go.
Perfect.
Sky
job,
of
well done.
blue and
So actually,
sea of
skip to
green.
this step. So we're gonna have a cut, and now we assemble this because it's all working. There's no cuts.
Do we have our
In a yellow submarine. What are we looking for?
These? Huh? Good. Very nice. The groove.
So do like regular RC people have to deal with this on a regular basis?
That's a good question.
Hmm.
I'm a DeathRacer guy.
Okay. Yeah, this is my first RC anything, which might be a good thing, might be a bad thing. I don't know. It's a thing.
You look like you're enjoying yourself.
This was actually my first real RC experience as far as constructing anything. I mean, everything before this was out of the box.
You did airplane.
I did have to assemble some of the airplanes, but most of that was foam. Like it really wasn't. It wasn't build your parts and assemble it. So this has been a really good learning experience for myself as we move forward.
Lisa, can I have some goo?
You already have the goo?
I
Oh my
need
God.
the blue goo.
The blue goo.
So it turns out if you do
in the
something
way?
off of the camera, it goes a lot faster, right?
Yeah.
It's because you're entertaining everybody. That's the
Right.
Actually, I'm trying to get this done.
Well,
There we go. We're back to this point, and we're going to check our shaft rotation.
Turn.
Ooh, it is so silky smooth. These are nice motors.
At this point,
Premium brushed motors.
put way too much Loctite on here.
No, that was all right.
Oh, you don't have the glue stick.
What?
They have like a Loctite
No
and a little glue
way.
stick, like chapstick. Don't put it on your mouth though, and don't smell it because it's toxic.
Good to know.
Does anyone else know that
Catch
Loctite
that?
is sweet?
No,
Just me, huh?
just
Is
you.
it, is it this stuff here?
Huh?
Do you just grab a random chapstick? Okay, I'm not
It's someone else's.
That's not chapstick.
Someone else's random chapstick. I just found it on the floor. Oh, there's some gum here. Let me see that as well.
That's mine.
Hey, it's a British thing. Well,
gonna.
Okay, so
Very comfortable.
now that you've gotten
You took
that's
my,
where we're.
You took mine.
Yeah.
You're working on the orange side. I was working on the pink side.
Oh, whoops! Mix and match.
All right.
Ruined. Start
Now
again.
you gotta mix match all of them because you did that one.
Oh,
Or I could just
no.
pull it apart.
How are you gonna know which one's left and which one's
can
right?
you guys stop arguing?
Sorry,
Hate it when my
Dad.
parents start arguing.
I will pull this apart if you want me to do it.
No.
Okay. All right. So one thing to note when you're going to put on the motors, you want to, knowing that the side, the frame gets mounted in like this, You want to make sure that your power connections are up and down, giving yourself room to move without having that back on itself. So that's pretty much what we need to look out for. We've got,
Where are your motor frames?
Hang on, I'll grab them.
Oh,
they're in the box here, I believe.
Okay, there you go.
Hey, there you go.
Through the magic of film, we have a almost assembled.
Show them that side.
Oh, what side?
Go right next to the camera.
Oh,
Yeah, why you over
Don't
here?
stand behind. Don't stand behind.
We're
Don't
working
stand
here.
in
These
front.
are screws.
Something's
Gonna
wrong.
work.
okay. So I think what Steve's talking about is when these get mounted, the motors go into the motor frames a certain way. So you want to make sure that these wires are as equal as you can. So when
It's a poisonous fish on a single voyage.
so when you go to do some cable management, they're pretty much equal. I mean, this one's all right, but that's about as good as you're gonna get.
All right.
Anyway,
So if I have the
Back to you.
teeth up, which way do I want the wires?
So if you want to choose which side you want to put in first.
So
Yeah.
I want the teeth up as a reference. These
Yeah.
like little 2 teeth. So it can either go side to side or up
so
and down.
if this was rotated all the way, so one wire is on this side, one wire is here, your positive lead would be very short. So what I'm trying to do is make those wires vertical to try to keep them as equal as possible when they go into the frame, if that makes sense.
Oh, okay. So you actually want it like sideways.
Yeah.
There we
yeah.
go. There we go. So that's gonna be sideways. This teeth part right here is sideways. So should the motors.
All right.
That makes sense. You'll figure it out.
Or you won't, and we'll get a message or a call. Or
We've been asked if everyone was told to wear black, and the reason we all wear black, of course, is because we drop things down ourselves, like food and stuff.
I'm
So
a
this-
Johnny Cash fan.
It just hides things.
I'm a little self-conscious. Thanks for noticing. All right.
Is anyone collecting a list of DeathRacer failure modes and frequency? No, but probably we should be doing that, shouldn't we? Do you mean out of the box or do you mean post fight?
That's where I left it.
You can take that one.
Sorry.
That's okay.
No, I think he's probably talking about racing. Could be building too. Post fight.
Post fight.
Post
No.
fight. So like I've seen some of these kind of just snap off.
Yep.
So probably my suggestion is the most important part is actually the frame.
Yep.
I want to show that.
I do want to show that.
The frame is where you'll definitely want to increase your printing parameters. I've done 6 walls on mine with like 30% infill. It is out of Polymaker ABS, and you can use PLA. Just make sure that it's your walls are pretty much solid, so you don't want that part snapping. I think that's been beefed up from the original version. It looks like it.
Yeah, it has.
It is beefy.
The design's been changed, and also the design inside of the motor shells have also been changed as well. It's all rounded, and yeah, heat inserts are there now as well. So if you pull them out, well, hopefully you won't pull them out, but the design has been updated significantly. So again, the other thing to remember is that you do have the carbon fiber rods that go through here as well. So everything is pinched and kept together. The reason we put the carbon fiber rods in is because when I started taking these off jumps, parts were breaking across here and stuff. So this has been beefed up. You've got some angles here. And fingers crossed now with the printer technology that we have and the materials that we have as well, especially from Polymaker Filament, we should be in a good position. And you should be in a good position. So yeah, there you go.
Another question in chat for you, Sam.
Go on then.
If you have the OG files, what would you need to reprint to get? I don't know. What would you need to reprint anything? If you have an OG DeathRacer, what should you do?
What wouldn't you need to reprint? And that's basically tracks and the rider.
Yeah, the tracks, the rider. Again, if you've got the batteries and stuff, then that's all good as well. But really and truly, even things like things here, they've been specifically. There's 2 versions of these. There's the version we've got here, which basically is the version for the Big Tree Tech Piranha kit or the V1 kit, So we've taken that, we've added the adaptions to it. We've also told Big Tree Tech what they need to supply. So we're now waiting, and we spoke to them like a couple of days ago to talk about the stream and stuff. So we're waiting on them just to basically release the new files or release the new kit. But we also want an interim fix for that as well. So if you bought the V1, well, chances are you could possibly get an upgrade kit, which will cost a nominal fee. That's kind of the idea. So yeah. So there's two versions of this. There's a short version of this and a longer version of this. And if you decide to self-source the parts, which originally was the only way to do this, then we would suggest that. But I think we're all in favour of the kit is a good. You can't get that kit for that money unless you buy it from them. It's just impossible.
You can't source all those parts as cheap as you can buy that kit.
No.
All right. So we are on the bevel gear.
Yep.
So this is the main gear that's going to drive the whole entire track. So how do we get this assembled?
Okay, so you're going to start with your flange coupler. You're going to bolt that on the 4 holes that are in the back of the gear.
All right.
Whoa, you've dropped your nuts on the floor.
We got a bolt drop here.
Clean up on L3.
Hey, Sam, while you're down there.
Thank you. So those screw in just like that. So we're using a metal flange because that's going to be a lot stronger than trying to print an adapter for the actual output shaft. So the only real filament to filament is going to be that bevel gear. So once again, make sure you're printing that with pretty much solid. Make sure that there's no infill in the actual teeth. Just make sure it doesn't break. Because that's probably a failure mode I've seen too, is the gears just disintegrating.
Yep.
Yep. And that is another material that I would strongly recommend printing out of a something like a PA 612 from Polymaker, which is very easy to print. You just need a hardened nozzle. That's actually why I originally went with nylon for the gears, because of just how easy it was to print. You just print it.
Has anyone tried a TPU frame? I think you need the rigidity inside of that.
I think you could probably do TPU for the outside features, but the frame I would definitely recommend solid.
Yeah.
Yep. Or I don't know, maybe not.
It'd be good if there was a mix where it's kind of hard, but again, if you had a Prusa XL, potentially you could have some sponginess. You could print 2 different types of filament and embed them both. We can have some fun with that.
Okay, so once we get the flange coupler attached, you want to go ahead. Now, we've replaced the grub screws with just smaller screws from an external kit.
Little grub screws. You don't need them. You just
We
don't lose them because if you step on them, they're a pain. Just throw them away.
right. So these hold up a lot better if you have to take it apart. If you got to replace gears or whatever, you need to get it. You won't strip out the head as easy as you will those grub screws. So we're gonna just put a little bit of Loctite and then insert. Just kind of start it.
You want to get one semi together?
Let's put it in because we've got to cost this because we're doing tracks now.
Thank you.
Right.
Yeah.
Don't need that much. You want to be careful. Try and not get the Loctite on any of the material you printed with, because it will deteriorate over time.
Just a little dab. That's all you need.
That's it.
You need to get a shake on.
So after you've got your Loctite set, we grab your motor, and you'll notice on the output shaft of the gearbox, there's a flat spot. What we want to do is start the flange coupler on it,
Okay, so they're flange couplers.
wind the bolt or the screw down until it touches, back it off just a little bit, and then send it down pretty much all the way until it bottoms out on that flat spot. Then you're going to tighten it down.
You okay, zombie?
Yeah. Came out too fast. I wasn't ready.
Right.
That's a lot of Loctite. Uh-oh. Let me clean that up a little. So I like the glue stick version because you just kind of tap the screw against the end.
They have a gel as well that works out well.
Yeah,
It's control.
the stick is
is
really good. Yeah,
I haven't tried it
really
yet.
good.
So we do the tracks.
Can't remember who told me about that. Maybe Steve builds. I can't remember. All right, we'll get that in there.
Yeah, exactly. Let's make it easy. Isn't it?
Loctite is mandatory, yes. For how much vibration and banging we're doing, absolutely.
Sorry, what? What was that?
So as he was showing, there's a flat section on your shaft. So inspect the shaft and see which side is ground. And then put the screw in line with it, like that.
Here it is. So you could show a couple.
So when you rotate it, it should rotate it. There's just a little bit of force. A little bit of force there. So how do we get the position? Do we get that later? Do we just
Bottoming out that screw on the shaft, on that flat spot, should set it. So far, everyone we've done, it sets it
about
perfect.
the
To
position?
get your, yep.
But
Yeah.
you can still access that later to adjust it.
So if you find it's loose, or you want to set it a different way,
Does it bottom out? Oh yeah, it does
Yep,
bottom
the
out.
bottom-
Yep. All right.
yep.
So just go boop, bottom it out.
and then tighten it down. If you want to wait, you can do that. You can just lightly tighten them. And then after the dry frame's assembled with the gear in there, you still have access from the side, so you could potentially check. And it's probably a good thing to do is check your meshing at that point, but that's a little bit later.
Mesh-tastic. Ooh. All right.
Okay, and then after we get that assembled, we literally just have to slide until the holes line up. You'll notice that these frames are beveled out on one side so that you know which direction to put it in.
So it's like that?
Yep.
Nope.
You got to come in from the other way. You can only put it in one direction.
You guys doing pods? Or you want us to do those?
Yeah, we're gonna pull back.
I don't can do it.
We're gonna up.
Do it.
And make sure your wires come out
We're gonna pull back.
sideways.
So you're gonna show them the installation of that.
Yeah.
What we just did.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh, you can go over it again and then-
We're gonna do it. We're
And
gonna
then
do it.
okay, do it.
Let's catch up on what you're doing.
There we go. Perfect.
Let's mic then and camera.
Lights, camera.
We might as well grab both of those, and we get a bit of a. Hey, Brian, do you want to put that on?
Sure.
Stick it to your pants.
Boop.
Whoa, here we are back again. So let's do these motors, shall we? While we're moving on forward.
So while those guys were doing their motors, we were doing our
We
motors.
were. Look at that, and they're moving freely. Beautiful.
Right.
Absolutely beautiful. So what side is what? It can only go in one way.
Right.
So
And it doesn't matter if this one goes in that or this one goes in this. They're the
does
same.
not. There we are.
Oh, Steve, could you give me the screw size checker,
Yes.
please?
Yep.
Because I want to just double check and see what size these screws are.
Tucker?
Just want to give a
Doctor.
just want to give a shout out to Andrew Rogers. I
12.
I don't do a huge amount with subscribers and things like that, but Andrew Rogers has been a subscriber, a paid subscriber for a long time. I think the longest paid subscriber. So I don't give anyone any credit like that normally, and I should really. So I just want to thank you for that. I think it's nearly like 18 months or 2 years or something ridiculous. So
Jeez.
thank you for the support. I really appreciate it. And again, this is fun. I'm having a lot of fun. Can I have a screwdriver, please?
Right there. You get the fancy Fabrico ones.
Is that a 2? Is it?
This, yeah. So we got.
Literally just stamped you with that.
I liked
Sorry.
it. It's fine.
Apologize. I apologize.
So
Didn't
these
mean to do that.
are M3 by 12s that I'm putting in now. And I apologize to Josh and Jeremy because you're probably watching this going, read the manual.
Yeah.
And yeah.
We're at a different level at this point now. We built 2 of these yesterday, and we showed those off on the stream earlier. And the first one we were kind of bedding in, and that means actually so far over the last week I've done. Well, this would be 7 in the last week. So yeah,
Right.
we're having fun. We're having fun. Thank you, Andrew. Appreciate it, dude. Simon Snow is in chat. He's another subscriber, and I know this because there's a little star next to their names. So maybe I should be doing more streaming.
So we just started all 4 of those screws in there at
Yep.
the same time. Before we tightened them down, we just got them all in there and then cranked them down to make sure that there was no weird wonky angle with that bracket that's going to keep us from get in there the way they're supposed to.
Tell you what, the heat inserts and this stuff makes this so much easier. Like, honestly, what were we thinking? But what we were thinking, to be fair, what we were thinking the first time around is that this is probably going to be a one-time gig. We're just going to smash these things up, and that'll be the end of it after Murph.
Well, I mean, it worked.
It did work, but now we're into this zone of 3 or 4, 5 events a year.
So I got you a zip tie.
Thank you. I'm so glad
There
you did
is a
that.
nice little slot right here to throw a zip tie in, and that's going to help keep these cables out of that rear wheel.
Before it was kind of annoying. I had tape on it and did all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
And sometimes it would eat away at it, and that would cause some smoke and stuff, which is kind of annoying.
All right.
Whoa, Jeremy.
Read. What does it say?
Off axis is also what's that? After stream, beer fun. Thank you so much, Jeremy.
Read the manual.
That's nice of him, isn't it? What are we doing for food tonight? What do the big streamers do? What do you do after you just go to bed? What happens? You just smile. Thanks everybody, go to bed. The problem is when I've streamed in the past and I've done like a big giveaway or something, I then can't sleep. So I'm like buzzing from the stream. And it's like, oh, it's all over now. Thanks, guys. And yeah, that's kind of the end of it.
Well, it's Maine, so we're gonna have lobster and whoopie pies for dessert while drinking Moxie.
Whoopie pies.
Yeah.
a combination.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
Whoopie pies. What was the place we went to the other night that was really nice for the meat, but very slow service?
Oh, that was Max Grill. Yeah.
That was fun.
That place is cool.
Um,
Local watering hole.
Are we? What's the next part for this?
Well, we're all zip tied and good to go.
Okay.
So yeah, our bearings.
So bearings are next. We're going to pop the bearings in. There's 4 per drive side. You will find that depending on the tolerance of your print, either they will be nice and snug or loose. That's it.
I'm only throwing 2 in because inevitably the rear ones fall out while I'm putting the.
Well, the other thing is how are you going to be putting your tracks on, which we're going to come on to in just a few minutes. But so
Don't make me self-conscious.
I know I'm not going to make you self-conscious. It's all good.
Hold
So
on, I just need.
I thought you were going for a cuddle there.
No, I just need that real quick. Oh, that's the wrong one. You got the right one?
Would you like the singles?
I just wanted a hug. I didn't even need
You
that.
did, didn't you? Okay, so these are cool because what we had before is you'd be able to put this on and then maybe you'd do it the wrong way or you'd do it the wrong angle and the tracks basically wouldn't fit. Now, this now has a key. If you have a look on the end here, I can't see if it's showing me that. It is showing me that. But the key basically pops in here and instead of 2 screws now, in the end of this, you have, yep, you guessed it, a heat insert. How brilliant is that? Single screw, no more tears. Does it fit in? It feels good in there so far.
Oh yeah, that's right. We saw Ozzy last night.
Did, didn't we? I nearly said the wrong thing then.
You're looking for
One of those bad boys. Check that out.
And as always, make sure the thing is working like it should. Turn it. Make sure the gears are meshing appropriately. They're not binding. It should be really smooth.
So in this one, just to point it out, these are the 55 screws, aren't they? 55 mil?
Yeah, that's this one. That's because when I started printing this, we were still under the impression that we were going to move over to M3x55 countersunks.
Yep.
And now we're not.
Nope.
So actually,
The kit has
Zombies,
the right thing.
Zombies DeathRacer has the most current wheels, which maybe I can grab and show off
Grab
the
his
difference.
wheels. Let's show
I'm going to
everybody
grab
the
and show off the
wheels.
difference.
I hate to say, has something just stopped because the stream has stopped in here.
Uh-oh.
You're still watching? Okay, good.
Still going?
We need to throw a little bit of lube.
No, it looks like you guys are. Oh. Yeah, you guys are.
Have we dropped
Huh.
out?
I think it's. My
Have we dropped out? Are
computer.
we actually still streaming? I think we are. Well, we're just going to pop one more of these in
I'm on
there.
here, Ryan.
Yeah, I see. My computer's just.
Oh, an X2 advert. Exciting.
So we got a little bit of
All right. Sorry about
There
that.
we go. We're back.
Okay.
We're back. Good. Thank you, everybody.
So, I am just going to show the difference here. If I can.
We had a power cut here last night.
That was fun.
When we were filming. And then I was just like, so what happens now? It was fun. Okay.
So, in the older style wheels with the heat set inserts, the heat set is flush with the outside. That needs an M3x55 millimeter countersunk bolt. Now, what we're doing is going back and staying with the M3x50, which comes with the kit already, a lot easier to source. And you can see the heat set is just
I don't think
a little bit farther recessed in there, but it's not bad. So this is the current one. Oh, bye, Sam.
I'm just going to get some lube.
Interesting. Hang on. I'll be right back.
May I borrow your lube?
you may.
Thank you.
All right. Yes, we have the tub of lard. The gruel is ready.
The gruel is ready, my friends. Right, so this is a little bit of grease. There it is. Don't use too much because you're just going to be wiping the excess off anyway. All we're doing this for is just to get rid of some of the friction that gets into that gear. And
Don't worry about it.
I'm not worrying about it.
You look worried.
I was just self-conscious of what's going on. Look at that. Beautiful.
Do you mind going me while you're at it?
You want me to leave you up as well?
I mean,
I can do that. That's
there's
no problem.
no sense in both of us getting all looby.
That's very true, isn't it? I'll tell you what, I can pass my freshly lubed up gear over to you in a minute if you want me to. Hey, how's it going? Does KY work?
Those are going to end up in this one.
White lithium KY, yes.
Hey, Joe, how's it going? Oh, you're doing it yourself now? I thought we were going to...
Well, you know, I got tired of waiting.
Waiting.
I was
Yeah,
dry.
yeah. You're okay. And you just needed a piece.
Yep.
So that quiets that down a little bit. Again, we know that this is all turning. Again, these are things that fundamentally, if you get this wrong and you're at this stage and this doesn't work, this doesn't turn, you're going to be in big trouble because obviously you're going to have to take it apart. The zombie just looked over like, is it me again? No, it's not you. I'm just saying that if you didn't check that at that particular point in time and you got to that point that you're at now, well, the other thing you can do is you can whack a battery into that 7.4 volt, pop that on there, that'll start turning. We're not going to do that because we haven't had any major issues so far. Do you want your lube back?
Yeah.
I'll bring it on back.
It looks like they're cruising right onto the frame. Should we do the same?
Well, we've got to do the tracks first.
Nope.
We've got to show how to do the tracks.
Oh.
You gotta, right.
Fine.
Remember that bit?
Do everything you want to do.
Okay. Hang on a sec.
We need some pins.
Just going to get some vodka. Get the vodka.
That is water.
I know.
I mean, vodka. There is, yeah.
It's all good.
Don't do that. It's gross,
So-
though.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Where's that water from?
Did you
Anyway.
really?
I'm joking. So the tracks are these things. They're also, here are some we made earlier. They have pins inside of them. And the pins basically connect. You've got a pin there.
I do.
Shall we just pop that in? There we go. Do you want me to pop one in?
Yeah.
All we do on the end here is you just throw that in. That goes in there nice, doesn't it? Pop that in just like that. You can use the back end of something or some pliers that have been cast aside by your glamorous assistant. So that's all you do. So there are 32 of these now. That means there are 4 more than there were in the original DeathRacer files. So that also means that you are down 4 pins in the V1 kit.
And again, the reason behind the 4 more is so that we don't have to cut down the motor shaft. So everything in the drive frame gets a little bit longer.
I have a question.
Yes.
What is better for printing these tracks in? Because people are recommending printing it with a super stretchy material. Is that better or worse?
I can show you how it's worse.
Yeah. The thing is when that motor spins, you'll find that you'll get stretch. And at that point, that's generally when it comes off. So you can see the stretch on the
This
on the
is,
Polymaker one.
where is it? This one's 95 HF, and this one's 90. And it's the same. This is 3 walls, 10% infill, 3 walls, 10% infill.
Yep.
This will stretch all the way off and roll off. So I get to reprint these.
Thanks to Polymaker filament. Again, the other thing is if you do them, if you go,
What?
you look like the proper king with that on.
Thank you.
We need to do something with that. Anyway, if you print too dense and the tracks are too heavy, you're going to put unbalanced load onto your motors, and it's going to have a bad day and probably smoke up the ESC or even worse, the motor, or as worse, the motor. I've seen it recently. It slows things down, then they just come to a halt and everything just burns up. So it's not good things.
Yeah.
Cool.
So they're already onto the frame. Can I do it now?
Excuse me while I cough in the corner. Pardon me. Let's do the frame.
All right. Cool.
Let's get into that time where it's dry here. Very dry.
You know,
Like our humor.
I didn't notice it at all until you said something. I woke up this morning gagging.
Oh, yeah?
Other reasons, but
Okay, right. Yeah, okay. Yeah, is that the reason that you have HDMI cable in your socket drawer?
this is a family show. Sam.
What happened this morning? Did Big Jim Swade come in first into the first in the
what was the package called? The kit called?
Oh,
The whole bit. Has anyone seen Kentucky Fried Movie? Sam introduced me to this last night, and it was.
I suspect no one has ever seen
Oh
that.
my god! Go stop! It's amazing.
Okay.
Don't watch it with kids.
No.
Say 77 was
a Tordos.
1977 was a good year. We
Apparently
had
it was, yeah.
Star Wars, we had Smokey and the Bandit, and apparently we
The
had
Kentucky Fried Movie.
Big
Yeah.
Jim.
That's it, Big Jim Slade. Right. You gonna rod through those?
Yes.
Let's do that.
All
Then.
right.
Let's do it.
Oh no. Sorry, I've ruined all your hard work again.
Fuzzy Skin is awesome. It is. Used to love what's this to do? Used to love movie hopping in my teens. Yeah, too hard. I mean, it depends on the flooring. So when we did Murph the very first time, the asphalt that was out there was so hot, it kind of didn't work in our advantage. And the other thing is you kind of want these to slip around a little bit. So shiny floor is all good. Go on, what are you gonna say?
Well, I was just gonna show that the carbon fiber rods go through the holes here,
Just like that.
and basically you're just looking to kind of center them. Nothing's gonna hold them in there until the drive frames are on, and then the bolts pinching the drive frames to the frame is going to hold those rods right in place. So now that I've undone all your hard work again,
It's okay.
sorry.
It's okay. You can put them right now, right in front of me. Then I'm going to watch you.
All right. I think, what was that? 14?
Yep.
3 by 14?
Yep.
Yeah. All good? Those look like
I
they're a
feel
little,
we're
those are
being-
long.
being watched.
Feel
Oh,
like
sorry, I
we're
didn't
being watched. I got stabbed again. I think that's 8. I'm 3 by 8s. Yeah, that'll do. I'm so sorry, Jeremy. You're yelling at me right now.
Jeremy said in a brief text message that he sent to me that he was disappointed with you, actually.
That's worse.
Yeah,
That is so much worse.
He just texted me saying, just let Ryan know I'm disappointed with what he's done here.
I am too.
Andrew Rogers has seen the Kentucky Fried Movie, never watched the whole thing, and he's worked with David Zucker. So that was fun.
Yeah.
He did the bit with the death, didn't he, at the end? Is that David Zucker? Who was the guy at the end who was talking about not thinking that death is a good idea?
Isn't David Zucker one of the writers of that?
It may be. Yeah. Yeah, so when I was growing up, my brother used to play this movie all the time, and it's a bit weird, it's a bit strange, and I thought, you know what? Tonight is the night for the Offset Maker guys to watch a B-movie classic from my childhood.
Because last time you were up, you told us to watch The Stuff.
Yeah, so I had them watch a movie called The Stuff, which again is a bit like these B movies, like The Evil Dead, things like that. Sam Raimi. So tonight, though, we're hoping to watch Bad Taste, which, if you watch The Lord of the Rings, Peter Jackson is the director of that, and it was one of his first films that he ever did. So Bad Taste, Brain Dead. There's a bunch of other stuff like that. So you'll go away remembering my visit, I'm sure, fondly. I mean, you enjoyed the film, though, right?
The movie last
Yeah.
night? I haven't stopped talking about it all day.
It's
I
funny
love
'cause-
that.
It's funny because we keep making references to it, and then which if you guys haven't seen the film, you won't understand it. But there's a couple of in jokes that's been going on throughout the whole stream.
Was
But like I say, I just figured it would be fun, and I didn't expect to watch the whole thing. We ended up watching the whole thing.
You must
and,
fully commit.
You
Was
were
that what
very
it was?
committed. Yeah, you were very.
You must
committed.
fully commit.
Yeah, I did say that to you, didn't I? We're watching people with bad taste right now. Thanks, John.
Ouch.
Miss John. Miss him.
Yeah.
Haven't seen him for a long time.
John Ivner?
Don't.
Oh,
No,
I thought
not-
you
I've
just
seen
saw
John.
him. What do you mean?
Yeah, look, final layer. So disappointed. Laugh out loud. Hello. Get back with the book.
Well, it's not my fault. They're stealing the instructions.
Yeah, I thought we were going to do. I'm holding this driver here. I thought we were going to do it together, and then you just kind of.
So you can only use one screwdriver for one screw. Generally, that's how it works.
No, well, no, because he could do his side. I could do my side.
Oh,
We're
yeah,
going to twin it up.
Now we're going to show everyone the difference between how you do treads and I do treads.
Oh yes, I like this moment. Okay, so are they mine? They're yours.
Uh-oh, mine's complete. I guess we have to do it all your way.
Oh gosh.
What kind of front end do you have?
Excuse me? What kind of front end do you have?
Furs.
Yeah.
Furs. I retract that question.
Go on.
Your DeathRacers.
We are building a hammerhead right
We
now
are doing a hammer
because we did 2 piranhas
yesterday, and then you're doing a
Catan. So do you want to show both of those? One.
Well, the hammerhead's extremely similar to the piranha. So if you guys want to do just the Catan.
Who completed these?
I did. Oh, don't do the gray ones.
Man, that's stuck in there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Don't do the gray ones.
Yeah. So remember how I was saying that the 90 was a little soft?
Yeah.
It's not a little soft as you print it really heavy, but it also doesn't like the rod going through it.
Oh, I see. Okay. Well, how did you just pull that out? Have you got? Who put these in?
Here, why don't you just do this? Because here you go.
All right. Well, I'll do it my way.
Yeah.
Then. Are you going to still do it your way? Or
Sure, why not?
You might as well.
Might as
So
well.
there's a couple of ways to do things in life.
In life.
and in love. And the way I tend to do putting these tracks on might be different to the way that you do things. There's some things going on in the background. What I tend to do is I will wrap the track around, fully completed, and I will insert the shaft into the TPU. And the way we do that is we move this up, move it over, and we get that all aligned. Excuse me, what are you doing?
Oh, no, I'm just helping.
You're not helping, you're hindering.
Oh, no, you're doing
You're
great.
being a very naughty boy. Thank you.
I'm trying to slow you down.
Yeah, you're trying to slow me down. Because
Yeah,
we did this yesterday. And I was like,
Yeah.
why'd you do it like that? I just do it like this. And then he's like, oh my God. There you go, done.
That's exactly what I sounded like.
You did, didn't you?
Oh my God.
Look at that. Oh, wonderful. Oh, you can hear that. You can hear that lube going along as well. Right, Ryan. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Okay. So I have been doing it this way.
There's the Sam Prentice way of doing it, and then there's the right way. Wow.
Ooh,
Oh, that's a sick burn.
that
dude.
hurt.
That's a sick burn. So Ryan's way. Hang on.
Here, wait. You can do it, and I'll just hold my hands back here. You do the whole thing. Oh, we do it like this. Oh, Jesus. Oh my God. So I slipped them on, already built.
Oh my God, Simon Snow is gifted 5 The Real Sam Prentice memberships. Thank you, dude. That's awesome. I've got new members. Maybe I should move to America and I should do more live streaming. And are you still doing that?
I'm struggling. Are you happy with yourself?
No, not
You
really.
look like you're happy with yourself.
Here's the thing. You can do it whichever way you want to do it. It's my way or your way or whatever other way you want to do it.
I must say that was slightly faster than yesterday. Yesterday was
It
bad.
was, yeah, it was. Yeah, I must admit. So that's it. That is basically our chassis now kind of built. There's a few more things to put onto it. But what does the manual say we should be doing next?
I don't know. They stole it.
I've just seen Steve bending over.
No. Okay. So the next thing we're doing is we're doing the front ends.
Doing the front
Front ends, which makes total sense because they were asking about front ends.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So are we going back to you guys in the other part of the studio? Zombie's just given a 149.
Wait a second. He's here.
Yeah, I know.
That-
He's also
wait,
watching.
Is he the real zombie? I don't know who
What
zombie is now.
And a banana. Oh, for scale. Do you want me to move that? Shall I?
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to mic back down.
Okay. Thank goodness. The people say.
There's a microphone for you. I tell you what.
Here you go.
Do you want to? If I grab the laptop, do you want to grab the camera?
Yeah.
Says the.
Gotcha.
I don't know if you need
Here,
any of this.
Just stare at this lovely pyramid for a little bit.
That's for the other
Which
servo.
Okay, ready?
We're gonna go. That we're not. Oh yes.
Professional streamers.
So you guys went ahead and clipped these on.
We did.
And someone had a magnet that they lost.
I did.
Probably in Sam's shirt.
Uh-oh.
I know. See, it fell off a little while ago. Down in my pants.
All right, I don't want that magnet.
That's what I was thinking.
It's actually attached to a piercing at the moment.
It's working. Oh.
Wow.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Dirty
The
girl.
things we know now.
All right, so moving on to the front end. This is the Catan. So I went and this is available on printables. There's a couple different front ends you can pick for mods.
Oh yeah, sure.
Actually, the base comes with the Piranha, and the Hammerhead's a mod, and then the Catan's a mod. Are there any other front ends?
Catan, Piranha.
Hammerhead. That's the 3, right?
Yeah, just 3? Okay.
Hammerhead.
Yep,
And
so this
then
is
there's
option
the
3.
Secret revision.
There's a super secret one as well.
Coming soon to printables near you.
Can I just give a not? Can I show a couple of things actually?
You show whatever you want on stream.
Can I show this fantastic track?
Probably
Look at
that
that.
next to the camera, yeah.
All right. God, show it off, man. Check out this. This is Zombies modified track. See that?
And who actually did the modification?
It was the
K2.
wonderful K2 Kevin.
Mm.
What a beautiful man.
Yeah,
He's wonderful. He's a wonderful human being.
You have to talk into the microphone.
He's a wonderful human being. There it is. That looks nice though. And the other thing is with the front ends, guys, if you look just here, if you're putting anything on, you might want to put on the fan as well, right? There it is.
I'm a fan of that.
That thing really blows.
So there is a sticker side and a non-sticker side. Non-sticker side, forward. Fans are directional. Remember that.
This has been a Stephen Braun PSA.
Where does this go?
So there are 2 holes in the front of the main frame, and there are 4 holes in the fan. So you can play with your orientation, which way you want to go, but
Wire up.
generally wire up. And then 2 bolts in the bottom, goes right into the plastic. Let's find you the right length bolt.
Mhm.
That works.
A little long, but that'll be good.
That's right on.
Thank you.
It's probably the same.
Probably. Okay.
So we go ahead and throw that in there. Yep. And
Nice little addition. Get some air cooling going. Because normally how cars work is you're usually driving fast enough to where it kind of cools itself, but they do have fans for that reason. So this is like a real car. Crazy.
it does work. We did a smoke test on it.
Ooh, really?
We did.
Oh, nice. Did you like melt the battery connector or like just fake smoke?
No.
smoke approved.
We actually we used a soldering iron and we were soldering connections for another racer, and we saw the smoke come out of it, obviously. And we had the idea of like, hey, we should probably see which direction this fan is pulling in. So then we continued soldering everything that didn't need solder, just so we can have the smoke and watch it go through the racer.
All right. So we have our wire sticking up here.
Tony Wright has just said, I can barely understand Sam's accent now that it's coming out of Zombie's mouth.
Okay. Processing that.
Okay.
Stand by.
So you're thinking the servo?
Yes. So this,
Well, we actually have some bits that need to be glued on, right?
yeah,
We've
we
got-
should do the glue first.
We should do the glue first
Glue
on this, on the
And on
windshield, and those, which are right there.
So instead of printing this in multicolor, you just print off your accent part, whatever color you'd like. So this is ABS, and we don't have any ABS glue around, so we're gonna do some regular super glue and accelerator probably.
We're doing, yeah,
This is a big can of accelerator. It smells like it. All right. Let's
Yeah.
see. So you always want to do the smaller part in accelerator, and then put a couple dabs of glue on there.
Fan motor voltage. What is the voltage, please?
some.
What does it say on
Does
this?
it say sticker?
5 volt, right?
5 volts?
5 volts,
5 volts.
which is
RS maker, what's this say? 5 volts.
All right, so that's glued in, and we have a couple of other pieces on the side here. We don't really need an accelerator. It's gonna dab that in here.
We were complaining about spraying.
Did I do it off camera?
What did I do?
Yeah, but that's PLA.
Oh yeah, you got ABS.
ABS. That's why we're not using the glue.
Oh,
Otherwise, we'd be using glue.
of course. They also do ABS as well.
Yeah, but we weren't smart enough to get any yet.
I didn't even think of it.
Someone open a window. John says.
All right, the windows are all open. We actually have active ventilation in here.
Right.
We're also wearing anti-static wristbands, so we're all set.
Yeah.
Yeah, all off camera.
Clean room.
Yes. All right, so we have that glued in right there. That's glued in there, and that's all of our accent pieces that need to get glued. I
I
got
know
this
it's
off.
right in front of me. I cannot find it for the life of me.
Let's see. What next? Kind of going by ear here. I think, is there a manual for this, or are we just kind of
Ryan,
What's that?
is there a manual for the Catan front end?
No, there's not.
All right. There's parts, they go together. I recommend doing a dry fit, kind of test them all out. So I know this goes like this, and then this part goes in like that. And what I did here is I learned from Tesla's that color swaps are really easy to do. And you can just do a quick and dirty color swap on any printer. Look at that. We're doing Polymaker ABS neon magenta into some type of purple. I think this is Galaxy purple. Yep. Beautiful. And feel free to get creative with your coloring on these parts. I mean, you can paint them in the slicer. You can do color swaps. You can mix and match. You can use weird 80s colors.
John is asking if we can line everyone up in order of beard length. We can do that at the end.
And I should
Oh, did I win this?
I told you.
2 days ago.
Wow, I win something for once. Nice. Ah.
Okay.
All right, that goes in like that.
These guys will be plenty long.
Probably too long. Way too long.
Well, we've got 3 of the next size down, so
76 minutes in, so you're going to burn over an hour. So
we can actually.
pushing forward as fast as we can.
Let's see.
Well, at least there's stuff getting done.
Yes.
That does look like be the right length. We'll use 3 screws for this, but you will use 4.
All right, I got you another one.
We have another one. Use all 4. Don't over tighten any screw connections that go into plastic. Just get them snug.
So while you guys are building that front end, I'm building a different front end. Your front end requires 1 servo. Mine requires 2. But you are going to need this tool, and that's why I've encroached on your space. I need to just finish up
Oh,
and make
yes,
this to you.
a standard screwdriver. Right. Right.
Yes, it's very, very difficult to find. Specialized.
Actually, yeah, kind of.
So, if there's a giveaway
That's
yet,
for you.
or are we waiting for Matt German to
Ooh,
join? Matt is
giveaway.
exempt from any competitions. He's not allowed to win.
Giveaways? I like giveaways. What are we giving away today?
We're giving away, and this is going
I
to
can't
happen
hear
a
you.
little bit. Does it matter?
I can't hear you at all. You're like on the other side of the room.
Oh. Thank you. What are we giving away? We're giving away a DeathRacer kit from Big Tree Tech.
A DeathRacer kit from Big Tree Tech.
Oh, wow! Yep, that's
so like
happening.
what we're building here.
Yeah, and we're also giving away 10 packs of DeathRacer. Hang on, there it is. There it is. We're giving away one of those. I don't know if it's going to be the V1 or the V2. Hopefully it'll be the V2, but we'll see what happens with that. Also, Polymaker are giving away 3 lots of 10 spools. So you'll get
3
2
lots?
colors. Yep, 10 lots.
10 lots of 3 spools.
Yeah. You got that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's it. That's happening. So you get your TPU and you get 2 kilos of different colors as well. So we're going to give away 10 of those.
Nice.
That's going to be fun. And also, Big Tree Tech have given us a ton of stuff to give away. So we'll be doing that as well. And PCBWay are going to do a giveaway for us as well. But I might just keep the stuff for us because,
I have an
like,
idea.
go on.
Let's set up a wheel
Yes,
and only include us. So technically, we did a giveaway,
let's do that.
right? We didn't,
Yeah.
They didn't say we had to include the audience in the giveaway,
That's true.
right?
Yeah.
Right.
All right. Well, we're going to have fun with that, and the wheel will be coming up in a little while. So yeah, there are some things to give away. We're going to get straight on into that. Also, I just want to tell you as well that this year, the DeathRacers, that's a servo controller, so we can basically square off our servos.
That is genius.
Pretty good, eh?
So how does the normal person do it?
They would just
Yes.
whack it all together and then hope for the best, or you tune it down in your radio. Yeah.
So what are the servos even used for?
Arms. So they move the arms
And
back
your
and forth.
boom.
Yeah, the boom and the arms. That's the two things. But Big Tree Tech will have you have like a split wire. What I tend to do, and what we talk about in this stream as well, is how do you program your radio to also do that movement inside of the radio rather than having to split stuff up, because I don't like that. One other thing for all the Rep festivals this year is that Prusa have now come on board, and one of the prizes certainly will be a Prusa printer for the DeathRacers.
Wow.
Yeah, so that is major, and that's literally news just in literally the past couple of days. So
Wow.
lots of things are happening there. We are stepping up our game for the DeathRacers this year. This is why one of the reasons that we're doing this stream. And again, thank you to the sponsors for this stream. Is going to be Polymaker and also our friends at PCBWay.com. Yeah. Cha-ching. Right, I'll let you carry on.
No, I
What?
want you to stay here. So,
Okay, yeah, sorry. Yes.
DeathRacer.
Yes.
So historically, there's been no real home for DeathRacers. Where do I go to find the most accurate information about death racing?
So this is the funny thing about that is that, this was supposed to be a self-sourced build project. Okay. Now, Big Tree Tech have come up with a kit. So now we've got this kit. The really spurious thing now is that Big Tree Tech have got a kit, but then you don't then have the files and you've got to buy the files separately. So there's still a little bit of a kind of a weird motion there. But what I would like to have happen is when you buy a Big Tree Tech kit, you also get the files included with that. And that's a conversation that we are still awaiting on. So at the moment, you can go to the Michael Badley Patreon, and for $1, you can download these files and you can keep in with his Patreon. If you don't like Patreon for whatever reason, because sometimes people don't like stuff, do they? You can go on printables.com as well, and the DeathRacers are on there as well. Super easy, super simple, and hopefully you were listening and answered all your questions.
What? Yeah. Thank you.
Wow. I'll buy that for $1. Oh, good God. Oh, dear. That was funny.
All right, so we're currently trying to screw in these screws from behind, and it's a very tight area. I think this shaft might be a little bit too thick, so we'll see. All right, I'm gonna hold this and you screw it.
Go team.
Oh, look at you two twinning.
Very cool. So technically, you don't need to power the servos. You can just let them kind of sit there. That's what I've historically done, but you can power them, and they do the cool movement thingies, which is cool.
Is it cool?
It is so cool. And I'll actually be using TPU to assemble these arms somehow. I have some Polymaker TPU 95 right here. They'll be using to assemble the arms. So save a little bit of TPU when you print your wheels for your noodle arms if you're going with the Catan front end.
Okay. So once you have your servos kind of in your part that they're going in, you need to center them, or you're going to just guess and hope it's right, as Sam so eloquently put it. So we're just going to do this. And then that centers the servo. And then later on, when we put the...
We're just going to show you what the servos do. See the arms here? So when he drives, that will move backwards and forwards. We can put that automatically, which is what I'm doing now. But ultimately, when he drives backwards and forwards, these little servos just allow that to have that movement. And yeah, I'll get out of your way. Shall I take that?
Yeah, I was
Thank
trying to
you.
hold it in case you power on the wheels.
Yeah, no worries.
I've had some incidents in the past. Kind of
So-
traumatized.
Once we've centered the servo, then you can look at your orientation, whether you have arms or the steering wheel. And you can see behind the steering wheel, there's a little spot for a servo horn, which comes in the kit. Then you can literally just kind of set this. Now, since we centered it, it should be good. Kind of press it on there. And line that up. And then you'll be able to put the screw in there and take care of it. Now, because this one has noodle arms, we're going to wait on the wheel because we have to
Oh
do
yeah.
the whole gluey
Noodles.
TP noodle thing.
Noodles.
So,
All right.
with that being said, we can put that part on the
Alright.
front.
It's like
You
this.
need a couple. You mean a little
Reason-
bit longer? Or?
Reasonably long.
Reasonably long. Well, you've got two choices.
That's for your TPU.
Not yet.
We're not
Oh,
there yet.
but thank
That's
you.
part of the rider.
I'm sorry.
Bad Ryan.
There was
You
coming
have
over.
two choices. I don't know which one will be better.
I was trying to.
Probably either.
Either.
The first one.
First one was good. Okay. That was another one of those.
So, we'll just say though that before you either snap your rider down, or put his arms on, make sure that his little hands are attached to that servo, because you can't get a screwdriver in there with a rider there.
Smart. Is that in the guide?
It's not, because I don't have instructions made for that front
Oh,
end.
yeah, this is the front end. All right, smart. So attach the arms first.
Just the TPU goes through there, and you can.
Right.
Yeah. I thought there was a picture or something showing it.
There is. There's a picture on the printables page that actually shows an excerpt from a different racer entirely that uses these style arms. And it just basically shows you how to run the CPU through.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do this. It's all part of the rider.
And Jeremy is about to start the new guide for that particular part.
I think actually he's probably just about done. He was sending me some stuff the other day. He's got the spinner mod
Looking
worked up.
good. I love it. Look at that. That is sick. Now, you obviously need this part. This is crucial. And this is kind of goes in from beneath. Like that. Nope. Like that.
There are two holes in the printed part, in between the printed part. And just look at that orientation as you slide it up through.
Ah, my CPU.
I got puppies. Sorry.
Whoa,
I got puppies. I got puppies. Look at these.
Oh, our engagement just went up 10,000%.
Didn't it just, eh? It's like, no, look.
Don't look at that. You don't know where it's
Say their
been.
names.
So we have Wade and Hank.
Do you want to hold Hank for a second? Because they're actually quite heavy, aren't they? Hey, buddy. How's it going? Yeah, I know. So these are 9 weeks, right? Coming up
Yes.
to 9 weeks. Beautiful. Give us some love to the dogs. Make sure you hit that.
All the super chats, all the stickers.
hit there. They need bones. These dogs
Yeah.
desperately need to chew
Oh,
on
I
some
think there's a
bones.
dog sticker, maybe.
Oh,
Yes,
is it?
use the dog
And
sticker.
it's
Or the cat sticker.
$28 for each of these bones that are needed. So just make sure you give generously to the dogs.
Oh, jeez.
But they're going now, so we just thought we'd show them real quick. You're too cute on you. Look at that face. Hey, look at that face. Anyway, cool. I look forward to seeing the comments. Right, they're going now because you haven't given enough. No, I'm joking.
Wow.
Yep. That's why I don't stream that often.
All contributions to stream are gladly accepted, but not mandatory. So enjoy your free viewing. Thank you, YouTube, and thank you, sponsors.
Someone did know. Someone has.
No.
Andrew Rogers Paisley.
There we go.
Thank you.
I'm just looking for that.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay,
You
so
want to scream?
Head that down.
sure.
Where did that go here?
We thinking
I don't know. It just needs to go in like that amount. Oh no, it's probably good. It's
probably good. I mean, we do have longer ones.
I think this is fine. Mostly an aesthetic piece. No, just kidding. It's actually very critical to the function. It holds the whole thing together.
Yeah,
It'll
well, that,
literally just fall apart. Actually, it might fall apart if you hit it strong enough or hard enough.
Oh, yeah?
That's an issue I had with the hammerheads, ramming those into things. So make sure your hammerheads are.
So, do you want a little sneak preview of what a new hammerhead looks
Oh,
like on the
okay,
inside?
okay. The old hammerhead was attached at 2 points. 2 points.
So I think, how did that work? The hammerhead kind of hooked in and attached to the rear.
It's screwed onto
Yeah.
like the top.
So this one, if I can just tuck some stuff out of the way, would go on like this type of deal. It clips in underneath the fan, and these front ends are all interchangeable as well. It's the same frame, and then underneath there's 2 bolts right on the other side of this rod here. It's going to hold that whole front end, and that whole front end's been beefed up and strengthened. So
Yeah, so no more floppy front ends, because that's actually that's a major issue I had with the first one I ever built.
remember that. But
No.
without your
So
floppy front end, you are quick.
mine was dangling. I literally ripped off the front end after the first race because it was useless.
It's fine. It happens to a lot of men. It's fine. It's
Once you
fine.
get to a certain age, man, it's really hard to keep your front end taut.
This
All
is
right.
even more fun than I thought it was going to be. So this is good fun.
There we go, all assembled.
And we have a front end.
Oh,
What have you done? So we're gonna disassemble the front end.
you gotta make sure. You gotta make sure that your servo cable is on the bottom and not between the 2 points. Not a big deal, because this is very easy to undo. Just 2 screws. So how long did chat say it would take us to build this?
4 days was one of the
One of
things.
them, yeah.
4 days. All right.
8,400 hours, I think.
All right.
I think we've got probably about. We get this done in less than 2 hours. There's been a lot of talking, a little bit of hijinks. So
All right.
we're not far off. I don't think now we're in the home straight.
It's a pretty quick build, honestly.
There you go.
I think the longest thing is the just the tracks. There's a lot of hammering. A lot of hammering. All right. So, question for you: which way should the servo horn be
So
facing?
when we centered the servo, we neutraled it. So the servo tester has a neutral button on it. That's what I pressed. So it neutraled it, and then I put the servo horn on in orientation with the back of the steering wheel. So the back of the steering wheel has a cutout for the horn, and that just sits right on top of that, and it should be pretty darn close to being centered. But again, we don't want to put the screw and assemble that until after the arms are assembled, because there's TPU that runs through all of that and gets melted to the backside, so that the arms kind of stay together and it actually works. Whereas we like to call them noodle arms.
All right. So now that this is in the correct orientation, stick it through, and then it'll kind of like clip in to the front somehow, some way. I think this presses in, isn't it? Or is it like snap?
Yeah. Nope. It just kind of sits in. So there's the hook on the bottom. You feel it?
Yep. There it is. It's in place. And then we're going to secure it.
With the 2 bolt holes in the back.
Yeah. So in the very bottom, right here, I'll show it after it's assembled. Pretty small, probably like 6 mil screws. Shortest ones you have.
There you go.
Perfect. Maybe.
Maybe.
Alrighty.
There it says it's a fun build. No reason to be in a hurry.
Fun build, no reason to be in a hurry.
Yep.
Nope. That goes for any build you do. Just take your time, have fun.
Let's just do that tomorrow.
Or today.
In which case, let's get on that.
Oh, we can. This is.
So once you have your front ends attached and assembled, we're going to start moving towards the rear of the rider. We're going to focus on the tower first. If you're doing with multiple people, someone could be assembling the tower and the other person can start with the seat. So you've got the seat and little frame piece here. Just three bolts on the back, and literally just sits down on top, and you run 3 screws from the backside.
All right.
And while he's doing that, I am currently inserting the little rubber grommets
Okay, so Kevin says, this is only for zombie. Your
Yeah.
lighting and mic is
They
all.
can't hear you.
Only Austin's lighting and mic. Not possible to fix, no matter what he tries. See, baiting you, right?
Yeah, we're not reading that. See, sometimes in comments there are people called trolls, and they try to distract you. As a pro streamer, you have to know when to ignore those comments.
Is that like heckling?
Yeah, heckling. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
but a little bit more aggressive than heckling.
Oh,
Like they
Oh.
they try to cause you distress and anxiety.
There's no need for that, is there? And at the end of the day, we do run the 3D printing game here on YouTube. So,
That is true.
peel your eyes back. Let's crack on with the build. Oh boy.
well, somebody has to lead the pack, don't they?
Exactly. I feel like I'm the bamboo lad here. I'm getting involved. I'm changing the game up. Screwing in some things.
Okay, so we've inserted the rubber grommets and push down the brass inserts in those grommets in the servo. Now I've already gone ahead and centered the servo. We're going to grab the tower.
Oh
And well, we can't wait for you all day, Ryan.
yeah.
Insert it from the top, and then you can put your 4 screws into the tower.
They can
Which-
get that over to us, and we'll do our side panels. And then go
Come
back
with
to
the
them.
kit.
He's back on.
Who's assembling the rider?
We'll probably do it together. I like doing the arms. He likes doing the legs.
I bet he does.
Oh.
Hey.
Yeah.
All right, so here's our seat on the back end. We do have our accent pieces. I was gonna wait because I have 2 different accent colors. You'll probably have 1 accent color, and your main color is probably not gonna be purple. But pick some colorful colors for your DeathRacer, make it your own. I do have some little accents here. Do you have more of these?
Those were the only 2. Oh,
Ow.
yeah, you have purple ones as well.
Yeah.
Pesniz is trolling you. Just realised, K2 Kevin, it's possible that Zombie might actually finish the project. Oh, sick burn.
I think I'll only be able to finish the project if I have help. So thank you guys for helping. Appreciate it.
Well, we do like to help others, as the entire community of DeathRacers has experienced.
Actually,
more than one of them.
Yeah. The offset team has been very, very helpful at fixing DeathRacers and just being generally repair happy. So thank you. Put some super glue.
Can I have that Phillips when you're done with it?
When I'm done with it.
Just let me know. Just come over. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank-
Wow.
All right. Put too much super glue. That's okay.
Get the white chips.
Yeah, they're blue. Here, there. Yeah, in case you
All right. Look at that little accents right there to kind of break up the main color of the body.
Piece of information out for you.
That goes in like that. Oh, it's looking good. I like this thing. So I'm not going to screw this in yet because we have to put in this back part. I'm
Correct.
guessing.
So you have just one of these. We're doing orange, or
I think orange is the opposite of that color. Or
it is the opposite of that color. Do you want?
What's the opposite of orange?
I didn't see another one.
Yeah.
Just floating around in here.
Did you get left on the table, or?
I don't know.
I mean, you,
Yes, that's correct. Oh, the top.
Yeah,
Yes.
the top.
Yep. That's
Okay.
good. Orange is good. Alternating colors.
wonderful.
It's this orange one that we're using for that. Alternating.
Okay. Do that in a second. So then you have our topper.
Yeah.
Literally just slips on, and then the screws go down through the top.
Yeah.
Fun fact: you can reuse your Polymaker filament bags for storage if you're working on projects or if you're
Right.
just storing anything. You can use the bag. If you stab it, unfortunately, it's kind of a waste. So these beautiful, beautiful, strong
Thanks, bud.
bags work really well. Keep them.
Repurposing things is good.
It's tight.
So tight.
I'm just going to leave these here for later.
Ooh, thank you.
No problem.
All right. I guess we'll do orange here. Sure. Oh, I have two colors.
Yep, you could go either way if you want.
Ooh. Let's see.
Hello.
We have lots of colors.
So right now, your top of your tower. What's your weapon? Your weapon's going to be purple, right? So you got that guy, orange, that one. Then I think you should do the orange one.
All right, so we have orange here.
It's going to be in the bottom of the door, which is right here.
Okay, so that means that the flames will be purple.
Yep.
But I see it now.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Perfect.
So perfect.
Perfect.
Okay, so once you have the top of the tower assembled, you can grab your fancy dancy. Brian's making fun of me. Servo horn, nice aluminum servo horn. 2 little tiny screws in it. So be careful not to lose them.
It's easy because you're beautiful.
Serenade me.
You're gonna get us copyright striked for singing so accurately to the original song.
That wasn't a recording. That was actually me.
So once you have your servo horn and you put the screws in it so they're not going to fall out, you need to look at the orientation underneath the weapon mount. So you can kind of see how it sits in there. Right? And then you have a hole in here for the carbon fiber rod. You're just gonna look at it and then
Did you just look at it?
just look at it.
Look at it. Hey, where's
And go ahead and slip that guy on.
Is that in the right way?
And grab a 1.5
Other way to do it, right? I think you're good.
and go ahead and tighten her down.
Very good. Make sure that this is on tight, not too tight. Don't strip it. That's one of my failure modes, is the actual horns, they call it, just coming right off. The whole just boop. The whole weapon just goes boop. Boop. Makes that noise too. It goes boop.
And everyone knows, get zombie. He has no weapon. It went boop.
Boop. And that's when you actually jump over another rider and knock their head off with your vehicle.
I mean,
That's what I call a pro
That's a
move.
lot of fun.
Yeah.
Okay, so at this point, you said you wanted the orange one. We're going to slip this guy on. There are 2 little channels that this thing sits into, and it lines up with 1 hole in the front, as you can see. And now you can fish your wire down in
All right, and screw it from beneath.
and screw it from beneath.
So we're gonna need some
Yep.
shortish screws.
Short-ish screws.
Shortest ones you get. But you want them reasonably long because you're taking a lot of force into this part right here. So let's say shortish plus a little bit.
I think that's going to be too short, so we'll go to the next size available.
Oh, you're making me work now.
We have we do have a drill over there.
Nope,
Which
we do this by hand. We do
I
it the manual way.
Oh. See, Ryan likes to do that to me too. I prefer the drill because I'm lazy.
Mm.
Yep.
I prefer to do it by hand because you can feel when it gets tight, especially if you're screwing into
That is true.
a plastic. You want to make sure that it's not over tightening.
I may have had to step up the size of screws because I get carried away.
Yep.
What are you two doing over there? I see that.
So fun fact, a bunch of ABS parts or just parts in general smashed together sounds a lot like Lego. I'm very familiar with that. It's like the smashing of Lego, right?
Smashing up Lego, yeah.
Yeah.
I think Ryan just dumped out a bin.
Yeah, they're dumping out lots of things over there.
There's a part that's not been printed, you think?
Uh-oh. Is it the hip again?
No, it's not the hip again. It's not. I managed to print 99% more parts than Steven did.
Yes.
Yes.
Not
Oh, no,
99.9.
I'm sorry, 100% more than you did, 99% as much as we did need.
That's all right.
Wait, what?
What?
Fire up one of the printers. We'll do it live. Let's bring a printer on. Let's put it right here. We'll print some parts.
We did last night.
All right, so that's in. One more screw. Bring up the 3rd screw. put all your screws in this part because this is where the weapon takes a lot of the blunt force. How you guys doing in chat? Are you enjoying the stream? If you are, make sure to hit that like button. Leave a comment down below if this is making you want to or not want to build a DeathRacer. I'm curious.
That's playing fun.
Don't forget to subscribe.
Yeah. Oh, well done.
Huh? Right?
Oh, welcome to the club. Welcome. Wow, I tell you what, that's looking awesome.
Smash
isn't it?
that like button.
Did you
face?
some of your excess here? Do you want me to wipe it off?
I'm good. A little bit of excess lube is good.
You sure?
It's fine. Okay,
you
okay, just that little part.
Should I
right
just
there.
dab- should I just dab-
Do not take any lube off the gears. I very precisely put that on there.
Right.
See, ooh.
Perfect, thank you. All right, now that this is on, we're gonna make sure that this wire goes through the hole, like that. And
Now we can bolt right through the backside,
perfect.
those two down. So let's get you some
Medium?
medium, maybe? Try that one?
Medium screws.
Medium?
Medium.
That's an exact length.
Are you putting that in at a medium pace?
Medium to fast.
Hey, see that shampoo bottle?
Ooh, I'm seeing tons of comments here. Everyone wants to get into DeathRacers. That's
Was
right.
that good or do you want a longer one?
Glendon
I think that's
3D is
good.
on.
Okay,
I really
got
think
that.
I need to get
That's
into
what
their
it was.
races.
Those were longer.
Yeah, that's good.
Grab your horn, huh? Yeah. Alright, mates, I may have built a few DeathRacers.
Hmm.
There you go.
I don't really know. I've like rebuilt the same DeathRacer, but I probably built about two total now, maybe three. Oh, I built the third one. The third one exploded on me, and I also used the wrong tracks, so I just never made it. I ended up taking out the motor, and now it's a toy. It's at home. Actually, if you want to see it, catch my live streams at twitch.tv/zombiehedgehog. And while you're at it, buy some merch. This is custom Zombie Hedgehog merch right here.
Wow.
God, that was smooth. Well done.
Get that somewhere, hedgehogmix.com. Because I'm in frame, I'm advertised.
You know the fun. Here's a fun fact though.
Uh-oh.
You know, so Zombie's trying to get you to buy his merch. I'm just trying to not piece me together with Uncle Jesse. That's literally my thing. So yeah, but definitely buy his merch.
I actually have an Uncle Jesse build plate. Ember Prototypes build plate. Yeah, they sent me one as a sample to give away. I think I kept it.
Well, Creality very nearly once did a door for the K1 Max, but because of the Eligoo connection, I don't think they wanted to get involved, which is a shame. You know, never mind. So we are getting close. How much longer have you got before we can squiz on back?
I mean, we can swap back at any time if you want. Right now, I was just gonna go over quickly the carbon fiber rod for the weapon.
Yeah.
Now we've got two sets of holes in the shaft. One set is further apart than the other. It's not by much, so if you don't look at it closely, you'd be like, "Oh, dude, just go in anyway." No. So you've got two holes in your weapon. You've got two holes in the shaft, and you could just kind of put them together, and then you can see the lineup. So just kind of do that. Kind of gauge your orientation. And then press it on there until it bottoms out, I guess. I don't know. That's very tight.
This is really nice because I had to drill my own shaft, and it's okay. It works, but I would recommend just going with the picture set.
Adults now, adults.
Oh, jeez.
You
I'm
know,
usually good, but when people are around, it's a lot harder to control your.
that's my job.
What?
The grinder.
You want to do it?
We inserted a bolt too.
I need that bolt nipped off. Right where I
Now-
started.
Right where you started.
Yeah.
Why didn't you finish it? You were so close.
Well, because sparks are fun. I wanted to share them.
Keeping in mind that I am a trained professional.
Where's the microphones? Just so we don't like deafen everybody.
Standing
Oh,
like
you're shooting it straight at his face.
Things you don't want to do with a grinder.
Stay tuned for more tips and tricks. Back to you, Steven.
Hmm.
Gimme. What'd you do?
Yeah, look for it. You'll find it.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
There's a small fire. There's a small fire.
I got the fire. It's gone. It's good.
Remember, kids, fire
We are in a
extinguishers are tight.
controlled scientific laboratory, and we have active ventilation.
Yep.
We have proper anti-static straps on at all times.
Jesus Christ! We get it?
We got it. It's fine.
Oh,
It's
late.
fine.
I got my feet.
Oh,
It's
wait.
fine. It's fine. We're there. We're there.
I'll
We're
be
there.
quicker next time.
It's fine. It's fine.
Be better.
Yeah, just in case. Just in case. Yeah. That's good. Thank you. Thank you.
We actually already have active suppression, fire suppression built in right here. You can't.
Yeah,
see
you can't see it
Right
because
here.
it's a halon system.
Mhm.
Yes.
Ooh, this is a magnet.
Yes, there's magnets.
Magnets.
Are they in the kit? That's a good question.
It's no magnets.
No magnets in the kit.
You don't need them because we've got the screwy wooey.
But that's very true.
All right, so no magnets needed.
No magnets needed.
I do like a good magnet.
You
You
can-
can show how it's done.
Yeah, why don't you
Yeah. Why don't you take
So
your
there's-
stuff out the back
There's a
there?
magnet hole there on the bottom, and then a magnet here,
if
and
you
it usually goes
Shunk. Just
It
like
goes-
that too.
click,
See?
and you go like, "Ugh," and it comes off, and you go click, and it goes back on. But we're gonna get screwy with this and just use one small
To be fair,
screw.
the screw is so much easier. And the good news is, like, you put your
It's
back down.
easier,
Yeah,
but it's not easier because then you have to carry.
Well,
the
it's easier when
screwdriver.
you use the right screw.
Oh my God, these are.
the hinge.
So typically only need 2 magnets. not
Yeah.
Well,
3.
he's got 3, so you can install it.
No, that's just
Ah,
what
smart.
little things.
You know what? We're gonna use magnets because I like magnets, and I'm gonna steal their magnets.
DeathRacer build or comedy show or anti-comedy show.
It's supposed to be comedy.
All right. So make sure when you're attaching your magnets to follow the polarity correctly.
We already started.
Yeah.
So start with one side, stick it in.
Equipped.
Ooh, that is a tight fit. Oh wow, that was a air pressure controlled release there. Jeez, that's tight. And then this one, you'll actually want to put your glue in.
It's not gonna come off.
All right, and then stick the
I think it's
magnet right through, just like that, and press it in. That's why I use the 3 magnets. There we go, just like that. See? And then you pull it apart and take out the spare magnet, and you're good. Just let it dry now. I like the magnets because it allows for easier removal of this part. But you can also use a screw too for extra security. And I'm actually stuck here. It's right now magnetic.
I'm just going to come over with you for a second because they're dealing with a fire at the moment in the studio. It's very,
Okay.
very serious. Is it? Are we good? Are we okay?
I'm out of the spotlight for
Oh,
2 seconds,
yeah,
Sam,
yeah,
and
yeah,
you
yeah.
just slide right back in.
Well, I was just making sure. I just didn't want to be, that
You
guy.
got my shaft stuck.
Actually,
You know-
it was a very tight tolerance, but we got it.
I mean, technically, if it's tight, it's fine. You just like leave it in there.
Right, but the holes didn't line up.
You technically don't need screws if it's tight,
No, I know, but the holes didn't line up.
but you want to get them lined up.
But you want to get them lined up.
So make sure that they're lined up as you're pressing it in. It's very important.
For people who seem to the tolerances printed, whatever your printer settings, whatever. Sometimes these are loose, sometimes they're tight.
Are you insulting his tolerances, sir? How
Oh
dare
yeah,
you?
yeah. So I am using a very specific zombie-tuned print profile for these, and I'm actually using my Voron profile. So it might overshoot a little bit just to make sure that all the parts are perfectly strong.
Well, it's not coming off, which is what we
Perfect.
want.
Exactly.
But for people who have loose parts, there's holes. The holes in the rod line up with these 2 holes, and the rod comes right in flush to the back, and then everything lines up. So you just throw 2 screws down into this. It goes through the carbon fiber rod, and it stops it from twisting. It stops it from falling off. That's what you want to see. And then you've got the same thing on the other side. You've got holes on this side. You have a mounting hole here. It goes in until the bottom's out. It lines up perfectly. Then without rotating the part, you can take it and place it on top, and then throw a screw down right through the center of it, and goes into the horn.
Do you have one of these?
I did not grab one yet. It's over there.
Whereabouts?
I did 2 yet. I did 3 yesterday, so we should have another one. I put them together.
What size screw do we need here?
Yes,
Underneath in the box.
that's a good question.
Okay.
Okay, so that works there. We just need the right length.
Yeah, so this is too long.
That's too long. So let's try.
It might be not long enough. Ooh, maybe perfect. Let's try it.
Thank you, Sam.
Let's see.
I do have a longer one.
Yeah, slightly longer because
Slightly
it has to go into the part.
Oh,
Perfect. I do recommend having an assortment of screws on hand, and we're actually using countersunk. What is it?
M3s.
What's the official CS? Socket, hex socket flathead cap screws. FHCS screws. That's the one. FHCS. So I think you can use those for pretty much everything. So I would get yourself an assortment of all sizes, every size available possible. Just make sure you have enough.
Every single.
And now
Those little kits are good.
the servo works.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Perfect.
Now be very careful. This is actually a safety PSA. These points are quite sharp. So if you do decide to death race into your friendly colleagues, don't damage them with these sharp points. Great for death racing though. Just be generally aware because these are kind of powerful and aggressive machines once they're done. Like they have a lot of power. These ain't no toys.
They
So
are.
safety first.
Safety first, kids. We're going to come over and rider the next bit.
Perfect.
Sounds good.
How far are you? Are you good to go now?
We are perfect
Okay.
because I can now put this in. Just like that. Just like that.
See that?
Wonderful.
It goes
I
straight.
like
Isn't
that.
that nice?
And then you can screw it in for extra security, which I will do.
There's a bit. Ryan, where's the bit?
What bit?
The bit
Your
of the
little
script.
finger bit thing.
Oh.
We've got finger
Little
bit. This,
finger
this is
bit?
why we're saying it was easier because there's a finger bit thing.
Yeah.
Now, that magnet will hold all by itself, but here's some nylon thumb screw thing. So you send the bolt through there,
You
then
just twist it off with your
you
fingers.
don't need tools after.
You put
What size did you
put a
use?
bolt through there, and then you can just finger it on. Guess.
Well, the size I use is wrong, hence the grinder. So you guess.
What?
You could give me.
I'm so confused.
So what you do? So imagine this has got a bolt through the end of it here. Yeah, you've got.
That's it.
all you do is you just-
Oh!
That's
the
why
thumb
there's a
screw.
heat, there's
Yes,
a heat
thumb
insert in the
Gotcha.
bottom of the frame for it. So,
So did I not put the thumb screw?
It's new.
it's new.
It's new.
New.
Yeah.
Brand new.
So I have to use it.
No.
You don't have
No.
to.
Okay.
We're gonna put
But that's
one-
so you can access it on the field easily
Yes.
without parts.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
See, that's why I was saying you don't necessarily
Look
need
at
the
that.
magnet.
Gotcha.
You just
Gotcha.
Look at you go.
Perfect.
So take it, leave it.
Gotcha. So as a pro death racer, I always carry on a set of drivers with me and a spare battery just in case.
There you go. Just in case.
Just
Right,
in
we're going
case.
to move. Are you going to put that in first?
Oh, you can. I mean, yes.
They want to see it. They need to
They
see
need to
the.
see
I
it.
do want to say though that this magnet has been tested quite thoroughly.
Yep.
This will hold just
Oh,
fine
yeah,
all by
that's-
itself. You
that'll
don't
hold
need
good.
the bolt in there, but
What sort of
Great.
test did it go for? It was quite an official channel, wasn't it?
Did the test.
it went through
I know there was CE approval.
it went through that many racers of
Yeah.
having the magnet doors.
Yeah, it went through CE approval as well. So
Yeah. There's some awesome racers over there. Very cool.
Thank you.
All right, and we
Here we
are
go.
easily peasily ready to go.
Peasily.
Peasily.
Okay.
Easy peasy.
Oh, put that there on there. Have you?
And we are thumbed in and off to the races with Sam Prentice doing the racer.
The Lambeth walk. Right, here we go. Whoa. Whoa. I'll grab a laptop. I'll move it over. Here we go. Look how professional this all is. Come on, let's do it.
All right.
Let's break the back of this and then give away some things. That's what we want to do. So our racer is now into this particular state. We've got the tracks on. So those guys are going to be doing their tracks right now. And well, we've done that. So that's good. So we've got side plates to put on, which in this case are these ones here. So we'll be doing that in a minute. But the first things first, we've got to assemble the rider. Now, a couple of things we've done already. This is the ESC. I just want to show you this. What we've done is we've cut the cables. So there is an XT60 connector that's on that. we've separated those because we want to try and move the ESC completely away from where we're going to be putting the battery. So this ultimately is going to go in the front of the racer. And, well, we've also wired up a switch here, which we've just installed. There's the on and off toggle switch here. And again, we added some tails to that as well. And again, the V2 kit, hopefully will come with some kind of pre-wired situation, right?
Right.
We're
and
hoping.
and
We're hoping.
switches, the switches come labeled
Yeah.
on and off. It's not a bad idea just to double check the multimeter. So it's a lot of effort to pull that thing all apart if you found that.
Yeah, is that in the right way? Hang on a minute. So
It doesn't look
doesn't
like
look like it, does it? So
is.
that would be off.
So speaking
no,
of which, why
hang
don't we
on.
test it?
Whoa, wait a minute. Look.
Whoa, on. I noticed that yesterday.
What is
Which
that
one?
about? Well, hang on. Let's have a look at
This.
this then. Let me just show you this because this switch has got some incorrect labeling. Let's have a look. So you can see here. This switch says on and on. So that's a lot of fun.
There's a reason for that.
Go on.
So
Is it because it's a 3-pole?
The reason why that switch says on and on is because it's a 3-pole. So your main power is coming in from the center.
Yeah.
And then whatever side you select, you can change. So if you've got different things lit up or different channels you want to go to, that's how that switch works.
Oh.
Fortunately for us, we don't need that. And that's what's giving us our off side.
Gotcha.
We're just gonna do a quick continuity check anyway.
Let's check it.
Double sure.
Sorry.
I'm so sorry.
So I got a shock.
That sounds off.
That's off.
That's on.
That's on.
We're good.
So that's okay, is it? So that's off.
Should be good.
That's on. So it was wired right. Imagine.
Crazy.
That is crazy. So that's the rider's head. Click him off. Again, he is just coming through these little wires. They've all been correctly terminated. Stephen did a valiant job yesterday at making that work. So
Elegant. Nice.
you like that?
Yeah.
Okay. So here's his little pants.
So
Slide the old cable through the pants. Now I got there's a bit of heat shrink that got caught on the pants earlier when I tried to
Oh, really?
put this one through. Yeah. See here. Ooh, see that? The
Now, it's worth noting here that these new torso sides have a little nub on them, and that nub is going to help hold. I don't know if it's working or not. That's going to help hold the rider down. As you've seen probably before, the rider sometimes slipped out and it was flopping all over the place, and other people couldn't get his head. But these are going to keep him sealed in. It's also going to make it just a little bit more tricky to assemble this part.
Yeah, this is going to be tricky as well because we've got, you see where the heat shield is, heat shrink is, it's not quite pulling itself down, is it? Went a bit too hard on the old heat shrink here. Oh, hang on.
Yeah.
You might want to send these in first.
I think you're right. Well, I don't think they're going to go in. I think that's a little bit too yeah. Try yourself.
Too
Try
shrinky?
yourself. Is a little bit off with the head, says Mr. Tripod. Do we ever get an answer on whether or not the giant DeathRacers is going to be a thing this year? Possibly not this year, but probably next year.
I think you're right.
Yeah, I think that's so. There's a few things that we've done. Obviously, so we were working on a 3D printed go-kart. You've seen the tiny bikes potentially. They're behind us. There's a bunch of them here. We're also doing a go-kart, and one of the go-karts was going to be able to do a staggering amount of speed. So we've had to stop that because of the kit for the DeathRacer. We've stopped production of that to come back and finish the DeathRacers off once and for all. So everyone's got a really good detailed guide. And again, the crew behind DeathRacers has done guides. We've done videos. We've shot a bunch of stuff. So hopefully by the time Rocky Mountain rolls around, you'll have all the information that anyone's ever going to need about DeathRacers. And then, of course, you'll also be, in the direction of where you can get the support for those things as well. Once that's been completed, I think on the itinerary for next year, or certainly towards the end of the year, will be the XL DeathRacers, which again you've seen probably at Murph, and 3D Printopia. Those were the two, weren't they? And then also we're working on a platform to do an amphibious vehicle, a 3D printed go-kart, and one or two other kind of interesting things that we're working on in the background. So yeah, fingers crossed we'll get back to that. But again, we had to jump back into this because of the problems that we're having with people assembling them. So we've made it easier. Again, the Offset Maker team have redesigned the files as well. They're stronger, they're more sleek, they're better than ever, and that's the reason why we're doing the streams to make sure that you know what you're doing when you come to do one of these, hopefully. So that's that. So next year then, good. Even if it wasn't, it's going to happen now, isn't it? It's got to.
Oh, great.
Possibly. We'll see what happens. No pressure.
There's so much. There's gonna be pressure.
There's going to be pressure, but
There's gonna be a lot of pressure. There's a
yeah.
lot of heat shrink on this.
there's a lot. No, I couldn't squeeze that in.
Yeah.
Squeeze that little bit of rubber in there, it just wouldn't go.
You just got to push harder.
Yes. Are these heads going to become available?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
Um,
What is that?
hadn't quite
It's
got to it. Yeah, my
The new
name.
head.
Okay, so it is.
Check this out. Are you intentionally wearing shirts with the wrong names to try and confuse us? Mine says not, so not like yeah. And yours says in German, fart.
Yeah, I'm a fan of dirt.
Yeah,
I really like dirt.
you're the dirt man.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I like to promote people that dig.
Yeah, I mean he
Yeah.
digs. He certainly digs.
Yeah.
That is for sure. While you're doing that, I kind of feel like I want to do the side panels.
While you're standing there, can you
Do an
unceremoniously ram a bolt in this hole while I hold it as hard as I
Can I
can?
ram a bolt in there? How long do you want that bolt? Is it one of these?
Yeah, just one of the little guys. Actually, I end up doing like 4.
So
Let's ram some stuff in then.
So-
You're going to hold it and I'm going to screw it.
So
You ready?
this is a kind of a poor representation of how this goes together.
Yeah.
But it's not this hard. There's just way too much heat shrink on it
Yeah.
currently.
I'd seen that.
Yeah. So what I think we can do is maybe get these top ones first, so that doesn't go anywhere.
Okay,
That's
let
not
me-
gonna be too difficult.
Yeah, that's easy.
And then I'll have to hold the hip there.
Thank you for giving me the easy job.
I'll hold your hip
Really appreciate that.
while you screw it.
While you grind up against me, no doubt. Yes, I think he's finished his giant hole. Wow. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here we
I love it.
Here we go. Here we go. Just 2, yeah? Is that what you want?
We'll do 2 there, and then I'm gonna try to hold the hip down while you get them in the lower holes.
Get it in the lower holes. That's
Yeah.
the ones we want to aim for. Right. Okay. Let me just put one in there.
Are you ready?
I was born ready. Here we go. Let's put a little screw in here. Just like that.
Yeah, we took all their tools.
We did, didn't we? They sort of gave us the tools, though.
That's true.
Well, the microphone.
You offered.
What happened, Stephen, is the
We accepted.
microphone was attached to it, and you went, there it is. I went, okay, I'll take the whole thing then, shall I? So yeah, you sort of did.
That one going?
He's not quite. Can you just give it a little, tiny
I-
little left tab?
I can't see which way it needs to go.
Okay. So
Oh yeah! There you go.
swap.
Thank you. Here we go. Pop him in. Give him a little turn. Oh, we like that. That was good, wasn't it? You like that? You like that technique?
Where did you learn that?
I learnt it as an adolescent.
Strange life, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
That's how it goes.
I
All right,
was, I
so
was in a circus when I was young, and
see,
anyway, yes.
I could actually believe that.
Okay.
Right, we're gonna need to get this leg in there because that's
Yep.
gonna help hold that hip where it belongs.
It is.
But we'll also need to figure out which length bolt. I don't think that's the right one.
Not those ones.
Not those ones. It's okay.
That will explain so much. So it's pretty good, but oi!
Uh-oh.
He learned doing happy. Wow, John, I can't even read that out, dude.
Sorry. That's a bad John.
Steve's laughing because he knows.
That's a very bad John.
It is, isn't it? It's a family show here, John. Family.
What's wrong with him?
Covers
Family.
here.
Family.
Family.
All right. I think we got the right one. I'm gonna have to hold this up. I guess.
I did a slicer. Every time I had to reprint it,
This is quite a long screw, isn't it?
It is.
Should we have direct eye contact throughout?
I still set off another model. I'm not redo it actually.
How will we know when you're done screwing?
Because I will tell you when I've finished.
I wouldn't know otherwise.
Do you normally have to do that, Sam?
What's that? This is difficult for me. I can't do it.
I mean, he's in.
That's good.
You like that?
Yeah.
Wow.
You too.
Yeah. There you go.
Please don't watch me while I do this.
Okay, all right. Okay, fine. Oh, we got thumbs up. Look at that. Look, thumbs up bubble.
All right.
It's the internet agreeing with us all.
So we're gonna have to figure out the lower legs and the knees, and this is one that kind of trips people up sometimes.
Right, with the orientation of the
Yeah.
part. I see what you mean.
But they only go one way. So if one doesn't work,
Was that a pun? Trips people up.
Totally intentional.
See that?
You caught me.
See that?
Uh,
I normally get all my leg humor from John. Actually, that's normally
I
what
was
we.
waiting
that's
for
normally
it.
what
I
we
was
have.
waiting for it.
Yeah.
Poor John.
Hop to it.
All right, so this guy, like that one,
I don't know.
like that,
Like that.
like that.
Like that.
There's that one. I think it's this length.
Yeah, feels good. That looks nice. There we go. So if you didn't see that, so the leg just pops. So he kind of has a squatting position, like this Fiberon racer.
This is what we're going for.
Yeah, he's sort of like he's squatted. It's like a Chinese squat. That's what I would call it. Right. So the way we go here is we just pop this on here and the leg pushes in. So if I hold that in place, no eye contact this time. We're noticing.
No, not this time. Maybe a little bit. Yeah,
Well, I'm going to use some side eye this time.
I liked it.
Yeah. Here we go.
gonna use the legacy part, so it's the same DeathRacer.
Excellent. Right, we're swizzing round now. Do the same on the other side. Here we go.
Hey, that's a pretty good guess, huh?
What is?
The
Oh,
bolt length.
Okay, yes. Jeremy, of course, will have written this down already in the manual.
Oh,
So
he's losing his mind right now.
I've seen some of the messages.
As well as Josh.
He's they're crazy mad about it. Okay, let's fire one in.
We need to take the hip.
When you spend so much time working on something to help people out and they just don't pay
I
attention,
know.
yeah, that's why he's not very happy with me.
It's fine.
It's fine.
It'll be okay. Okay.
Say
Andrew Rogers
that.
is saying something. I'm not reading that out.
You good with it?
Just here.
Yeah. Oh, that bolt over there?
You can tell when Sam is finished, he'll apologise.
Oh my God.
Wow. Jeez.
Brutal.
I know, sounds like my wife.
I'm having a hard time finding the right side for this one. There we go.
Okay.
Then your favorite bit,
Oh, I hate the feet.
which I didn't know.
I just don't like them. I just think they're just ridiculous.
I think
Oh.
you're ridiculous.
Thank you.
Oh.
Why didn't you tell Ryan he could have got rid of them?
And just delete them entirely.
We need some new feet. Right. Oh, these. So we've got to get these flat. That looks good enough to me. What do you think here?
I am struggling.
You are struggling, aren't you? It's been a long day for you, isn't it? You've had all sorts going on today. You've had guests come in, us.
This one should be the left. Oh, but you have one on the left, so
Is it on the right then?
I don't know. Wait. That's right, right?
I think that's right,
Right.
Okay. Ready? Pop it on in. Look at that.
I'm already worried about the next one before I finish this one.
Yep,
Take
just
time.
one screw. That screw ends up going through the.
I'm actually quite impressed on how Zombie is actually getting on with other people because I know he's not always able to work with others. So I'm glad
Oh,
that Steve and he are working so well together.
Is he like one of those? Ooh,
Right, let me just do a quick
Oh,
check.
good.
Hey,
We're back.
we're back.
And we're back.
Hey,
Thank God.
hey,
We're done.
what was that all about? Whose stressful day was this?
While you're here, let's show people noodle arms.
Oh yeah, it's a good idea.
No,
I'll
no,
talk to
come
you guys
back.
later. Thank you very much for attending, and we will see you next time.
Wow, that was crazy.
You do noodle arms. You're doing
Well-
a great job.
Good God.
Okay.
I spent a lot of time on my knees then.
Oh, me too. That was a teamwork there.
Right, we're good, right? We're hanging back out. Thank you if you have stayed in. I think most people have. Thank you so much.
Oh, you want me to do it?
Oh, you're going
Oh,
to do it?
yes.
Okay, so we're going to do some noodle arm piles now.
In the meantime,
Good
while they were
God.
working on crazy audio things, Steve started working on zombies, noodle arms. And what we got to do with these? Oh, you already did that side?
Yep.
Beautiful. We're going to cut this side down just a little bit more because we don't need quite that much.
Just some snips.
Cut it down. What we're doing with this is basically just trying to make this guy nice and tight because that TP will flex. It'll stretch just a little bit. And then we got this sweet tool.
That's pretty sweet.
What is this? No. I want the
Did-
other side.
oh, I went the wrong side. No wonder why.
Yes,
Yoink.
give me the other side.
That's way easier.
I need the distance. Try that again.
Hey there.
Hi.
All right, so what I'm trying to do is hold this assembly as tight as I can. See, Steve already got this side done. And that's that'll be hidden on the inside. You won't even be able to see that. But we want to make this thing just as tight as we can. So when I go to burn the table,
Oh boy.
Don't burn the table.
I'm gonna burn the
Don't
table.
burn the table.
What I'm gonna do is try to just make a blob out of this TPU. I think I left myself way too much. I still have too much.
A little bit there.
I want to make a blob out of this TPU so it doesn't pull through. And look, you went from having no audio at all to us all standing around not talking. So really,
we are
Watching.
dumbfounded by this.
Watching.
so
this
what's the
moment right now.
difference?
Oh, that's lovely. You've done
Oh,
a
yeah.
great
Next
job of
time,
that.
can we plan to have audio issues when we're doing something like this where no talking is necessary?
No talking allowed.
Well, I tried to get on that to take advantage of it, but they figured it out way too quick.
Unfortunately, yes, we got there in the end. We had to reboot. It was kind of weird. I don't know what happened there. Someone, I think, text messaged me. I think maybe it's gone through to the. We blame that person. Yeah,
You
very
want,
odd.
you want that to solidify there so that it doesn't pull through as soon as you're done. But I think that's that. And even though Steve put the wrong arm on there,
On
it'll be
purpose.
fine. No, I'm just kidding. I think he's right. You want to grab the other? Want to grab the other arm?
Sure.
We'll do this right now. This thing is awesome. Oh yeah, and also while there was no audio, I put a spaceman
Look
together.
at that. Spaceman's here. Hello, 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 hello. You basically went. Just remember, don't put the outer arms on the outside. Put them on the inside. Otherwise, you'll have a space issue.
Huh? You see what I did there?
Yeah, you'll have a space issue with your connections. So you don't want that. So should we just slide?
You can,
in?
yeah. While Steve's getting the other stuff for this, we can get him right in there.
We could just slot him straight in.
And now that we have our audio back, you can hear the click.
You can
The
hear the click.
reassuring click.
It is reassuring. It helps me stay asleep at night. Actually, I hear that click.
What?
No,
No,
ready
we
for the
didn't.
click.
Okay,
Are we ready for the
I
click?
did.
Ready for the click?
Did
Ready for the
what?
click?
It's the wrong.
Is it?
It's the wrong arm.
Are you sure? Is that what it looks like on Bo?
Let's do the click. That was the click.
I think the Y part's on the outside, right? That's on the inside.
Right, let's tip him upside down.
Well,
Let's have a look at what we've got on the bottom
Here
here.
you
So
go.
now we have the racer with all these little parts hanging out, all these little cables. So
are
on
we
the top
just
here,
gonna
we've got
extend
the swing arm.
Okay.
We've
I need
got
some
the
TPU.
racer parts here, which turns the switch on and off. And of course, we've also
Oh.
got.
You're right.
You good?
I'm sorry.
That's okay. Are you redoing it?
Nah.
We can.
Okie dokie. Right.
Yeah, we probably should.
Okay.
Let's pull this back. Let's put these legs in. And while you're doing that, he's quite tight in there, isn't he?
I need the snips. You get the side cutters?
Bring out the clamps.
The flush
That's the
cutters?
right arm, right?
Okay.
Do you have the flush cutters?
You? Yes, I do.
Ooh, careful that one's hot.
It is hot, isn't it?
It's very hot.
Spicy meatball.
Meatball. Oh, I pulled it through.
So I'm just going to pop the screws into the hands now, just so he holds on to the servos, or it appears that he holds on to the servos.
Ow! All right. So we're using these guys and these. Wait, we're not using these.
He wanted a
Good.
mixed match. That's why we have mixed matched.
Okay.
I just have to figure out which.
There's one.
The thick on the inside. Right. Okay.
So that's the right arm, and then you have the shoulder.
He's
Nope.
tight.
I don't need the shoulder. I won't need it. You guys need it.
This one.
So
Something weird's happening here.
what happened is remember what happened yesterday? We
Yeah.
cranked down the hip and then it wouldn't fit over the seat.
Yeah,
Did it again. Did you
Oh.
loosen up the legs a little?
I didn't listen.
Yeah,
You know
my
what?
fault. If you loosen those legs up a little bit, the rider will sit down like he's supposed to in the seat.
He did click, but he didn't. He obviously hasn't located correctly.
So I should be able to slide the rest of the way in now. There it is. Now tighten the legs
A little
in,
love tap.
and he's not going anywhere.
It's going to stay there.
Where is he going?
Nowhere. Nowhere.
Thank you.
Right, we've got to be careful about what we say about legs when John's in the stream.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay. Yeah, he's still a little bit leggy. Okay, I think we're good. Yeah, that's
You
the
could
one.
take one of them off.
I could take one of them off. We call this the John Racer. Have we got a name for this one yet? We haven't, have we? Maybe we can get the people in the stream to name this racer.
So we used Polymaker's Mars, the
It's
red,
nice, isn't it? I like it.
and the helmet's kind of a spaceman looking theme.
Deal.
Yeah.
Should we leave these for a little bit? Should we do the electronics?
Actually, if you want to go ahead and throw those on,
I'll chuck them on.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Little screws, please, sweetie.
Yep.
2 little ones there, 3 little ones there. So we're going to whack these in.
And there's 3 more
Side
right
panels.
here.
Customised for the Rip Rap festivals this year.
Yeah. So
Rather nice.
if you go there and you see them,
Oh, so Andrew Rogers asked, can we show a close-up of the noodle arm so we can see the proper orientation?
okay.
piece?
Yeah, you're right.
I'll
How do
move
we
out
do
of the way.
that? I don't know if I can get in there close enough like
You
this.
can go around if you want. Or do you want to?
I could go around. I will do that.
Yeah, I found it.
Okay.
Let's screw.
Ooh, don't trip over things.
Is there anything? Are
Nope, I think we're good.
you sure?
All right. So I'm gonna angle this down a little bit if I can. Sort of. Okay. So what I do with this is I start with a steering wheel. Usually I have 2 of these, but one of them will work. I start this side up, melt a nice little blob in that end so it can't pull through, and then I stack the arms down this way. This one is going to be this side. This thick part goes to the inside of the arms. You can kind of almost tell the arm sits level like that. With this, it's kind of off kilter. So I have this guy's here. This has the hole on the inside, so this is going to end up being the left arm. I don't know if you can see that. I'm trying to put these things sort of where you can see it. There's the hole on the inside. This is his shoulder, or his upper arm rather. So that's going to go here. And then this is going to be, oh, he wanted these mismatched. So one arm is one color, one entire arm is one color, and the other arm is another color.
Well, that's what we're gonna end up being.
Okay. That's okay.
Yep.
All right. So
we're missing
we have the
a
left arm
color.
is pink, and the right arm is going to be orange. And you can kind of tell these gauntlets down here are thick on the inside. And actually, Jeremy just went through and redid these files and made these separate so that you can add detail without needing to do an AMS print. So like these stock racers, these had gauntlets that just kind of flipped over. Pop them off. The noodle arms didn't have it. These were molded right in. But anyway, thick part goes to the inside. This comes down. Let me do the shoulder. Which I was mistaken. I'm sorry. This one goes over here. Ha!
Really?
Yeah, that's the
Goes like this.
Oh, is it?
So with it like that, I'm going to snip that TPU down just a little bit. So we don't need quite that much to make the blob.
Yeah.
Again, try to make that arm nice and tight,
Yay.
because that TPU will stretch a little bit. How you doing over there, Sam?
I'm good. I'm just reading John's comments about electric screwdrivers.
I got that same screwdriver that John had at Remerve,
Oh yeah.
and I still have not got any bits that fit inside it yet. Sitting out back, probably fully charged.
Yes.
There.
So we are now hopefully heading into the home straight. We're looking like we're pretty much in there. Have you done electronics or anything yet? Are you just getting onto that? Okay, cool. Okay.
I'm gonna do the other side, probably over there where I can actually do things with the camera right in my face,
Gotcha.
and you get to look at Samuel Prentice.
You use the little fun thing to put it
Yeah,
out.
it's like in some mode.
Oh, okay. I can. Okay, you can just keep pulling it back.
Well, I gotta go up a little bit higher so you can see PCBWay.
Let's do that. Right. Whereabouts is the remote control?
Alright.
The remote control.
The remote control?
The remote for this one.
Yes.
We make off back on the screw. This is the steering wheel.
There it is. There it is. As if by magic.
Instruction.
Would be magic.
A one thing that Just hold.
Okay, so we're just going to take this out, and what you'll notice, obviously, you need to have 4 AA style batteries. Inside of this package as well, you do get the receiver here. There is a binding cable, which you shouldn't need. However, we did have a problem earlier with one of the racers where when we plugged everything in, for some reason, it had probably like 5% throttle. So we had to default everything in the remote. We didn't actually need to rebind it, but we did it anyway. So what will happen with that is if you do need to rebind your remote control for any reason, basically all you need to do with that, and I'll try and show you as best I can. On the bottom, it says channel 1. On the top, it says B/VCC. So VCC is the one that you want. All you need to do is plug that in like that, and then you just need to add power to it. So we'll do that anyway. But once you've bound the remote control, so you plug this in, you switch that on, you switch this on, and you hold down the binding key. Once you've done that, it'll bind. Super easy. But we're not going to need to do that because it should already be pre-bound. A couple of things that I'm going to talk about on the electronics here is on the 2 servos that are at the very front, which move the arms left and right. I'm going to plug those into ports 5 and 6. So we plug that into 6, plug that into 5, and then the VCC one we've got here, I'm going to plug the fan into that. So that's that little 5-volt out that we talked about earlier. Plug them in, nice and easy. Okay, next we've got the boom at the back, which is the 25 kilo servo. We're going to be plugging that into 4. On this cable, there's a white cable that denotes the signal cable. Sometimes it's yellow, sometimes it's white. Either way, they are signal cables. The important parts are the positive and negatives, the red and the black. So we'll plug those in like that. So that's it as far as that's concerned. So 4, 5, and 6 have been plugged in. And then in addition to that, we've also got the fan connector. So that's great. Right then, ESC, where art thou? So as we said earlier, we already cut these cables. So you've got the XT60 here with some tails on it that come in the kit. And we've had to add these extra 2 here because we want to extend the cables as well. Because really and truly, we want this to live in the very front. The left track and the right track, again, are denoted by one of these, which you'll be familiar with the servos. But on the other side, it's a yellow cable. So it's just the signal. So the way that this works, the power for the receiver comes from the ESC. And all you need to do is just plug that single one in. Along with that, you also have this switch here. We have suggested that if you're going to have this switch and keep it on board, there's not much you can do about it. Tuck it out of the way and maybe even blob a little bit of hot glue on here so the switch doesn't accidentally get knocked while it's being rattled around inside of the racer. So anyway, so that plugs into number 1 and number 3, right? Is that right on here? Was it 1 and 2?
1 and 2.
It is 1 and 2, isn't
1
it?
and 2.
I don't know why I was thinking 3.
Sorry,
3
I
is
was
spare.
just reading this. Petty Ruxpin was asking about material selection.
Yeah.
Now, we've used a bunch of different stuff. We've used PETG. We've got actually a couple Fiberon racers down there that we haven't built yet.
Yep.
That are going to have some funky filament. But Tripod showed us all just how very durable PLA can be.
Absolutely. Well, we've done this with the tiny bike as well. So sort of proof of concept really is when we're making stuff, what material can we use that everybody can print with? And really, there's 2 factors really. It's material and how good your printer is at extruding the materials at a good rate. So I've had it in the past with like old CR10s and Creality printers that you might print the perfect external perimeter, but the infill is absolute trash. So if you don't have the density of the infill, then you're kind of lost really. But from my perspective now, certainly in the printers over the last couple of years have come on leaps and bounds. So really, PETG, PLA, any of those things, there's no real sort of super preference to it in my opinion now. But I think the last DeathRacer that I've been building this past couple of weeks has all just been PLA.
Yep.
So and it's easy to reprint the parts, off you go.
Yep.
So hopefully that. What does John say?
Just have to worry about
the heat. You do. Okay, so we're plugged in here. We've got these 2 tails. We've got the left and we have the right. Left and right hand side on the ESC. We've had interesting on the last couple of races we've built. They haven't necessarily correlated to what we thought they might do. So what I'm going to do is the yellow I'm going to go to red and the blue I'm going to go to black. And if we need to change anything over in the settings, either we'd do that while this is still open, or we'd do it from the radio controlled unit. Yep. So we might want to check that in a second. So if we plug this in, we just make sure we've got the correct movements going in the right direction. It's been a bit strange, but again, when these are programmed, I can only assume that people are doing slightly different settings when they're being manufactured. But it's been a bit strange. There is on the bottom of the ESC have you seen this on the back here? So if you look, I won't be able to show you on camera, I don't think, but you see this part here. It's it looks like INDEP, INDEP.
Yeah.
If across this tiny little circuit board here, you put a blob of solder on there, that will make sure that those are not co-phased in a tank formation.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So that's the difference. And again, if you're looking to if you do any sort of programming, you can basically get a programmer onto this and you can reprogram the whole thing.
No
so
kidding.
So some ESCs you might notice that forward is super fast, but on the other one, because it's running backwards in theory, that would be super slow. Yep. So you'd see a slight difference, and you have to tune it out. But by using one of those programming cards, you can basically retune this.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's the whole thing.
Never
it's a whole next level stuff.
That's neat.
But the reality is that Big Tree Tech should have done all that prior to it being sent out to you. So happy days if that's the case. Good. What does it say here? Why not use the switch? Good. Good question. The reason we stopped using the switch is because it doesn't kill the racer every single time. The power still goes into the ESC, and what we found in our tests, and certainly the stuff that I've been doing, is sometimes the switch is inefficient. So you might travel with this, you'll think that the switch is off, but actually your battery is completely drained because the ESC still is active.
Steve's got a good story about how not cutting the power entirely will could leave scars.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's got a scar in his hand from a model airplane where
right.
The controller was off,
right,
and the battery was plugged in, the motor started going. It's good to just sever all power.
Yeah, so we went back and forth with Big Tree Tech over this because there was a lot of complaints about, the kit came out and we were like, that's great, but they decided to deviate slightly on some of the things that we'd sort of suggested. And that was one of those things. So we did have it originally turned up like that, but I just found that there was a ton of problems with it. So severing the power, and of course, if you do anything special with this, if you put LEDs in it, if you do anything in addition to that, yeah, if you put a spinning weapon on it, you might have to put that through where the battery is, and that's essentially why we are now segregating those parts.
If you use that with a spinning weapon, that'll shut your drives down, but that weapon will just keep on going, which we don't want.
Exactly. So that's the end of that one. Let's cut some of these cables up, shall we? I just want to basically do a test.
Yeah,
so if we
absolutely.
run this in,
You ready to
I
make some connections here?
think so.
All right.
Let's do that. Okay.
All right.
Do you want to jump on that? Sure, why not? Could also need some batteries inside of this
I
one.
did that.
You've done it
I
already?
did it. I was very sneaky, sir.
Wow.
Very sneaky, sir.
That's cool. There's a few settings inside of the remote control as well that we need to set. So for channel 4, which you will remember is our boom, which swings left and right, you need to set that to positive 120 and positive 120. So what you'll find a lot of the time is that it won't quite go the full 45 degrees left and 45 degrees right. You okay?
I'm looking for wire. Here we go.
Okay.
But I think we're a little short.
Oh, Matt German's here now.
Trouble.
Yeah, we're not doing a giveaway just yet, Matt, but we will be doing a giveaway. We've got lots of stuff to give away. We've got 2 soldering irons by PCBWay.com. So thank you very much for their contribution. We've also got a DeathRacer kit and a bunch of stuff from Big Tree Tech. Shall I read out what they're sending us?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Let's do that. It's pretty cool.
It is. Or the XL's pretty nice. It's pretty cool.
Right, I texted you this, didn't I? Here we go. So, do I send it to you or do I send it to the group?
I think it was the group.
We have a special group. Here it is. So, Big Tree Tech are giving away 1 DeathRacer kit. We don't know if that's going to be the V1 or the V2. 3 Panda Nomies, 3 Panda Edges, a Magneto cutter. There's 2 of those. A Nebula extruder. There's 2 of those. A Cryo Grip Glazier and frostbite plate for the Bamboo P1, X1, and A1. There's 2 of those. The Cryo Grip Glazier, and frostbite plate for a Bamboo A1 Mini. There's 2 of those. And a Cryo Grip Glazier plate for an Ender 3 V2 Pro Ender 3S CR20 Ender 5, and there's 3 of those. So that's interesting. I mean, how many Enders do we actually really need? It's complicated, isn't it?
All of them.
I think so. What else have we got to give away? Polymaker Filament are giving away 10 lots of filament. That is basically 2 kilos of PLA PETG and also some TPU as well. So that'll do your tires. You'll be able to build that whole DeathRacer with the printed files from that, which is very nice. What's this? No giveaways, according to Pez Liz. Streaming while watching you guys. Jerry from 3D HP. We actually tried to keep this inside of 2 hours, Jerry, to alleviate you there, sir. So apologies for that. But I think we are slightly over now. I don't know how long we've been streaming for. We've been streaming for 2 hours, so we're near the end here now. So this is literally the end part now. And again, just the controls that we need to do and installing the ESC, and hopefully things will be okay. Then we're going to have a small battle. We're going to do the Zombie Hedgehog versus the Team Real Sam Prentice.
Have we named this thing yet?
We haven't named it. Let's have some names for this racer. So these racers that we're building here and the ones that we have behind us are for the Polymaker booth at the Rep festivals this year.
Yeah.
So the idea of this is people that are wanting to perhaps look at what the hobby is or understand a little bit more about it. We're going to be there basically showing off what the DeathRacers are really all about. And you're going to get the opportunity to be able to race a couple of these. We're going to tone them back slightly so they're not going to be crazy quick, because also it's going to be inside as well. But we could have up to 8 racers racing at any point in time.
Yeah, and that's the reason why we need names for them, because we're going to have 8 controllers that look identical.
Exactly. So we've got to get those names right. So if you just want to put some names down, we might choose one of those. And basically the winner of this independent inside death race will then go on to make the decisions for the giveaway. So we'll let them take the lead.
All right.
Might be Zombie. Does Zombie do giveaways? Did you do giveaways?
All right. You want to test this thing?
Occasionally.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just mainly Polymaker. I like Polymaker.
Yeah, I just said why.
I love Polymaker,
Yeah.
actually. Not like it's the first time I said that. I love Polymaker. Good stuff.
That's cute.
Why don't you marry him?
Should we plug this in? Right. So. Oh boy. Maybe we should call this one Zombie.
But Zombie has a zombie.
Yeah, but you're going to call it Zombie.
Zombie.
That's a zombie.
Okay,
No.
so yep,
No.
let's turn it on. Turn it on.
We'll call mine Outrun.
Outrun. Oh, I like that. Okay, switching him on. Let's put the power on. So it immediately beeps, and you just move this down, and it'll do this. That's it. So should we just check some things? You're on. Okay, we're squared up. Let's move this left and move this right.
Nice.
That works. And then we're going to move this forward. Oh, nothing there. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so let's swap a couple of cables on the ESC. Let's swap 1 and 2 around.
I definitely suggest cutting your power before playing around with
Absolutely.
swapping things.
Yeah, let's
All right, which one are we swapping?
So on here, just swap 1 and 2 around.
1 and 2.
Because there's something to screw that. Again, that tank drive doesn't seem to be functioning the way it might want to. Again, in the instructions, it tells you how to rewire this. But again, what we found is that in some of these cases, they're not quite what we expected.
Troubleshooting.
Doing it live. Yep. Switching them on. Let's do it. Okay, so we'll go left and right again. Yep, we're moving there. Okay. We are in here. That's strange, isn't it? Why are
Still
we
there, huh?
Yeah.
Did your other lever do anything? Shouldn't.
Yeah.
Ah, that's weird.
1 and 3.
You know what's happening?
What?
The joystick layout is different in this controller than the other ones. I bet you if you go in there, the joystick layout is going to different parts of the receiver.
Kill him or something.
You got it.
Okay, let's go in and have a look.
You sure on the configuration?
Right.
Yes.
System.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Model type.
I'm gonna press this.
Go back. And put down.
Model select.
No. Go down. Down. Sticks mode. Maybe it's sticks mode.
Could be. We can
So
change it
yeah,
up.
1 and ooh,
One,
there we
two.
go.
That'll do it, won't it?
Let's try that one.
Let's try the sticks mode. So we're gonna move. So there's a mode in here called sticks mode. You won't be able to see it blow up on the screen if I try and show you. You won't see it. Let's try the sticks mode and see if that's going to work now.
But it is in the manual that should be with that.
But no, we're still over here.
Okay. Interesting.
We're over here now. So this is so that is working. So
But didn't the stick say 1 and 2 was on that side?
it is, yeah. But they're going backwards. They're going around the wrong way on this one. That is so strange.
Yeah.
Okay, no worries. So let me see if I can repair this then by going into settings and reversing channel 1. See what we get now. Okay.
I think it's
Hang on.
still acting as
It
though
is, isn't
channel 1 and 2 is on your left stick.
Oh, it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
So let's go back in and let's try.
Go back to sticks
Yeah,
mode.
let me reverse that one back out. Cancel. Okay, let's go back into sticks mode.
Do batteries with this?
Ah,
Yes.
how weird.
Okay.
So what if I go into? Let's go back in and go.
This one.
It's 3 and 4.
Try that.
Should we try that?
Yeah, try that one. No, huh?
Mode 2, that's for Andrew Rogers.
What's that?
Mode 2.
Mode 2.
Good 2. Okay, let's try again. Thank you, Andrew Rogers, again.
I thought that's what you had it in the second time.
I did, I think.
Hmm.
No, sticks mode, right. Mode 2.
2. So
Right.
in 2.
So let's just double check it. It's in mode 2 now.
Okay.
Okay.
Why don't we kill the power to the ESC
And we'll kill this as well.
and we'll just try it all again.
Let's switch it back on. Haha. See that? So that's our left here. Okay.
That's okay.
You know what? I don't think they put this in tank mode. Show us another ESC. I bet it needs to be.
Right, but you're still getting all of your action on this one, right?
Yeah.
And then right and left. Okay. So we can cheat this. We can just switch that around in the controller if we wanted to.
Hang on.
The receiver rather.
Wait. So this is another. Like this is different again. There's no. Oh, no, it's here. Indeed, here we go. But it's in a different position. Interesting. Okay.
It's fun.
Well, that's
There's some names coming in now. Sir. Oh God, Astro Zombie.
Astro Zombie.
We could call this mode 2, couldn't we?
Batteries.
Come on, get in there, you.
What are you doing now?
I am completely switching around the connections into the receiver.
Okay. So what are you putting in for drive?
I'm essentially switching around your sticks
Yep.
to see.
Do this.
If you can just kinda,
Nope, yeah, we're gonna end up doing.
All right. there it is. So
Okay.
I like
Yeah.
that.
So we're going backwards, so we can change that around. Hang on.
How's left and right?
Let me go backwards then. See what we get. Go into
Warmer.
setup again. Reverse. We're going to reverse channel 1 and channel 2. So to save that, you press and hold down cancel. It seems a bit weird, but that's what you do. That's going backwards still. Okay, so we might need to just swap it around on the.
Good. Want to try that?
Or let's go back. Let's just change one model instead this time. Let's just try and reverse one. Okay, we just reverse this one. It's still the same, isn't it?
Okay.
That's still the same. Let's reverse it round on there. I'm glad we checked this because if you'd done all this up, that would have been a nightmare. Okay, reverse that.
Oh,
That back.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So just to be clear, it looks like, I know it's worked for some of you guys and you've had, throttle has to be channel 3, I think. Yeah, we had one earlier that was 1 and 3, and then we tried 1 and 2, and then now it hopefully will work. Let's see what happens. Okay, ready? Forwards. You're going backwards on that one still. So did you change them both?
Yeah, I swapped them around. Or are you talking?
I'm talking about on the. So which channel is this at the moment? Is that
I
channel 2?
changed. Yeah.
Right, hang on then. Let me see if I can change that in the settings. Set up, reverse. Let's go channel 2. Right. No,
Okay.
it's going to have to be on the. There's something
right.
screwy there. Okay, let's kill him. If you want to swap, if you swap that one round on the joystick.
Pulleys.
Let's just make sure that's not reversed.
Back over here.
These controllers are super simple, but you need to get your head around exactly what's going on there. So there's a couple of things you can do. There's some stuff you can try and reverse on there, but if it's in tank mode, it's going to go, effectively it'll be left and right and forward and backwards, and it tries to co-phase those. So let's see what we get this time.
So that's both going backwards.
That's both going backwards. So
But when you go left and right, which one are you hitting there?
I'm going right. I'm going left now, which is right. Yeah.
So left and right's correct. We're just trying to figure out.
So if I reverse now, reverse 1, 2, cancel. Let's have a look. Let's see. Still going backwards.
There's your left and right reverse now.
And left. No. That's interesting, isn't it?
I can always use my other.
Do you think we could go back into? Is it 1 and 3 you're into now?
Yeah.
It is.
Okay, so what if we?
Oh wait, I'm sorry. 1 and 3 in the receiver.
Yeah.
No, it's in like
1 and 2.
3 and 4.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have to reverse it then. In this case, you have to reverse it on the poles from the motor. Yeah.
Okay.
Do that. Okay,
Are
I'll just
we-
make sure this isn't reversed.
Changing them all.
Yeah, I've changed them back.
Okay.
And then the only thing we should have to do then is switch it around. Smash that button, people. Thank you, DaVinci 10. Hope you're well.
Yeah.
Maybe we should name this racer after somebody that's on the stream.
Ooh.
Imagine if that was called Andrew Rogers.
Hell,
I'd like that.
we call it Mr. Rogers.
Should we-
go left and smash the wall?
Hello, neighbor.
Would you like to be my neighbor?
It's Mr. Rogers.
It's Mr. Rogers.
So I'm switching both of them around.
Yeah.
Right now.
And then we should it should go forward instead of backwards. And then we might just have the issue there where we've got to solve our left and right.
Okay.
Then we can put the races together. Those guys over there, by the way, are still in the same kind of zone. All right, let's have a look then. Let's push this on. Are we going forwards? We're going forwards. Right, left and right. Put it down for a second. Okay, we're going
I
to go.
don't want to completely tangle everything, but
Let's see if we go left. No, we're going right. Okay. Okay, so that's fine. System.
oh, but you know what you're doing when you're reversing?
What?
You were reversing channel 1 and 2. We're on 3 and 4 now, right?
Sorry, I didn't mean to say.
You didn't.
Well, the Jolly Roger.
You're absolutely right. I did do that, didn't I? Set
Maybe.
up.
I don't know. I don't know. It's already really backwards.
Did
I
you say
haven't
3 and 4? 3 and 4. Yeah. Is
did, but we'll see.
that right now? Put it down. Yeah, that's right.
That's right. Okay, how about forward and reverse?
That's wrong now, isn't it?
It is. So
Ah.
don't reverse one of them. Don't reverse. Let's try 3.
Okay, let's try that. This is not complicated at all. Right.
If someone was assembling their own kit and assuming that the controller is set up correctly, should you just swap around the wires until it works?
That will try and do what we're doing in the controller.
Okay.
It is complicated, but you want to put it down for a second.
So where can people find support for these wiring issues?
Discord.
A lot of it.
Discord?
So my Discord would be the place to go for it. But what I would also suggest is tomorrow, I think we shoot a video on this particular issue. Okay, because there's a couple of extra
I've
things.
never hit this.
Yeah, so that's interesting. That's now working left and right. The other issue we've got now is this boom. We're still on 4 on that, are we?
That's good though, right? Oh, but we want to make it have a little bit more swing, right?
Yeah, so to get it a little bit more swing, you go into setup, and then you're going to go into endpoints. Okay, so for this one, wrong one. So that is channel 4, right?
That is channel 2 now.
Channel 2 now, is it?
Channel 1 now.
It's channel 1 now.
Yeah.
Okay, so channel 1.
This is a really poor example because
It really
it's
is,
never messed up like this.
So if you watch here, as I increase this, can you see that moving around? That goes up to 120. Now, if I move it the other way, I can then increase that to 120 as well. So this is basically modifying the endpoints. So
I never knew that.
I don't think you'll be able to see this that well in here, but that's okay.
I never knew that. That's fantastic.
That's what we do. And then to save it, you've got to press and hold down cancel. Okay, and then that is saved into that. Pretty cool, eh? Okay, so the next thing we've got to do, and we've got to go, not to bore you to tears with this particular one thing, you can start doing this back up now if you want to go and put the bottom on and stuff.
Yeah.
The next thing I'm going to do, we're just going to need to, so I'm going to turn the mix on, but the problem is now we've got a mix that we don't fully understand. So we've got channels 3 for a master, is that right?
Oh, goodness.
So what's the drive into now?
Yeah,
So give me
the drive is into 3 and 4.
Okay, so the drive for the master is 3, but the slave for this in this case is going to be channel 5, because in channel 5 and channel 6 we've got the servo arms. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to put a positive mix of 100%. No, it's going to be very confusing. I'm just going to say it now, and we'll make a video on it. So we show this whole screen off so you get it. And the negative mix is also going to be 100 as well. Okay. What will happen here is when you turn left and right and go forward and backwards, the arms will physically move on the robot. So that's mix 1 done. I'm going to go into mix number 2. He says mix number 2. I'm going to switch that to on. And again, we're going to go channel 3. And this time we're going to go channel 6. And again, positive mix of 100. So I'm here, Stephen, and now into. I'd be interested to see what you guys get with yours this time. 100%. Negative 100% as well. And then we're going to press cancel to save everything in addition to that. There we go. So that should be fully programmed and ready to rock and roll.
That's crazy.
Hold. So Caretaker 007 is saying hold cancel to save. Yes, it seems really weird. You've got to hold it. If you just press it very quickly, it'll go out of the menu system.
It does, like its namesake suggests.
I didn't make this. This isn't my product, but I probably would have done okay for a hard press. But okay, whatever. Take it up with Fly Sky. I don't know. I don't get it. Hold cancel to save. Sam doesn't know Mr. Rogers. No, I don't. Is that like is that what is Mr. Rogers? Is that the
It's the guy in
$6 million man?
No, it's like the guy in the cardigan that plays with trains and stuff. It's a children's show.
No. Cool. That is sounding meaty over there. So Zombies Racer is going 10 to a dozen over there at the moment.
Do you want to show off what they're doing a little bit? Well, I'm just because all I'm doing right now is trying to tuck the wires into place, and there's these little mounting points for zip ties. I'm just trying to do a little bit of cable management.
So if you do tidy up, what we'll do is we'll go over to these guys. I'm gonna move over.
Oh, you might want some microphones.
Microphone.
Here you go.
Here they are. Hello. Move over a little bit. There we go.
Right behind you.
Here we go. Microphones are coming on in. Hey there. How's it going? Right. We got the puppies are back.
Uh-oh.
Are you still filming?
We are still filming. You are literally in the background right now. Do you want to wave to everyone? Okay, where are we up to, guys?
All right, so you're gonna fix the wiring.
Okay, what are you into?
Okay, so let's do this.
Yep.
And then this. Okay, and now we have our weapon.
Yep, which is in 4.
which is in 4.
It is
I made a photo.
nice. It
Didn't
is
work.
so entirely.
I'm helping.
And then we have our steering
It
wheel.
works.
Why is this on nobody here?
It's,
Oh,
it's a little delay.
Oh, okay. That's kind of weird.
So what are we doing with our steering wheel? I'd say.
We need to button this
Put
up.
it into
We need to
5.
button it real quick, and then we do giveaways.
Hey,
You good?
try again.
Okay, let's have a little look then. Okay, so what you got? You hold them.
Yeah. That's forward. That's backwards.
Yep. Okay, so again, this is interesting because your setup is wrong again on here. So yeah, it is. It's very wrong. So
That's just slightly wrong. Just very wrong.
Okay.
okay, yeah, so that's really weird. So you're back over on the wrong side of this one. So we need to change that by going into the system setup and then going into. Now we changed the sticks mode. So
Aha.
see that?
Yes.
Okay, let's have a look now. Still in the same.
No, left and right is on the same stick.
So left and right is on the same stick, but we're on the left hand side. Is that right or is that wrong?
I mean, it's preference, really.
What would you prefer, left or right? Forward, backwards, left and right.
Depends. Are you English or American?
So if you're going to go forward and backwards on a remote control, would you want to go on the left hand side to go forwards and backwards, and then have your stick left and right?
How does the controller work?
Exactly the
Usually-
same.
Yeah, that seems right.
Yeah. So is that in the right position now?
It is in the right position.
Is it going forward and backwards? Are we going left and right?
We will make
Let's-
it work.
Let's do this number. We'll flip her down.
Oh, can we talk about this cool tray?
We can talk about that cool tray.
Look at that.
So left.
Doesn't matter. You would go if we put it in.
What
normally.
way is it going? Do you want to put
Okay.
it down for a second? I'll be very
Do
careful.
you want to like assemble it or?
So that's wrong.
It's reversed.
It's reverse. So we need to reverse one of these. Sorry, Zombie. I didn't mean to.
I don't trust him.
You shouldn't.
Why are they so noisy? Because we have a microphone right next to
Yeah.
a very loud DeathRacer.
It's actually not that noisy.
It's not.
That didn't work. Let's try it around the other way. Left, right. Okay. Same again then for this. This is on channel 4. Okay, so what we're going to do now is go into the menu system again by pressing down OK. Then we're going to go all the way down to no, we're not. We're going to go down to endpoints, and we're going to go down to number 4. And then what we should be able to do is move this around like this, and you should see it moving up. Look at that.
Oh, look at that.
Just by magic. So then what you do is you go the other way, and it selects it to go the other way. It gives you that extra.
You get
little
that
bit-
full range of motion.
Get the full range of motion. Press and hold down cancel, so they come out of that. Now then, did you say that the steering wheel is on 5?
Yeah, it's not functioning currently. That's why. So we can just we need.
So I think that's actually on 4.
It's on 4 right
So
now. Yeah,
is it on 4 or 5?
I think it's a 4.
I think it might be on 5.
Who's on 5?
The boom should be on 4.
The boom is on 4. It's on 5. Yep.
It's on 5. Okay, so what we'll do now is we'll go into here and have a look at mix. We only need to do one mix for this. We'll press OK, switch it on. So we're going to mix channel 1, which is a drive system. Is that right? Yep.
Yep.
And we're going to mix channel 5 with that. We're going to put positive mix to 100. Negative mix to 100 as well. And basically this will mean that when you go forward and backwards, it should also, left and right, it should also move that around. So the other thing is on channel 5 as well, you'll find that this will move left and right, but we should also see it. You got it. You got to hold it without holding the tracks. Yeah. Might not work, but let's give it a go. So let's straighten him up first of all. About here. So
There we go.
whoa! Oh, it's so mean. I love it.
So fast.
That's cool.
right.
Okay.
Let's get this thing
Great,
going.
great. Right,
Let's kill the power
let's
now.
kill the power. Guys can have your controller back. We'll leave you with this for the next couple of minutes. We'll leave you with the stream. So if you want to just assemble that, because we've got to that point. And ladies and gentlemen, we are very close to the end. And the end means several things. One, a glorious battle. And moving on swiftly from that, the giveaway.
Giveaway.
The giveaway.
Giveaway.
Can't believe it. Oh, we're done. Look at that.
Show off.
We might want to. I don't know. Do we want to wait to turn it down until after the battle?
Yeah, we'll wait.
Because
So we need to try to manage this as best we can.
Oh wow! Let's get a close up of that. That is amazing compared to like what I had.
Just moving down and around. There we go.
Making sure that none of the wires interfere with the fan. We don't want any chafing or anything to get stuck in there.
Careful of chafing.
They don't make a cream to fix that one.
check this out, man. Put your hand back there. This thing's on right now. You feel the air coming out of that?
Yep.
A little bit,
So
Nice.
it's
It's sucking from
sucking
underneath.
it
Oh,
in,
look at that.
blowing out the back.
Right
Actually,
back.
you can really feel it on the bottom too.
It's good to keep the battery system cool.
Yeah. Moving air is awesome. I mean,
Wow, that is beautiful.
That's
I'm never
cool.
touching that.
all kinds of room.
For activities.
So now
For activities.
The bottom panel gets screwed in,
there
and
are
technically
6.
you'll never need to take this off to change the battery because the battery just slides in from the back.
Yep.
Previously, I think there was a slot there, but I had so many wires that I couldn't do that.
Also, if you look in the description of this video, go right down to the bottom. There is a Google form. If you put your information into that, we'll enter into the giveaway. Again, we've got 10 Polymaker spools of filament. It's not just one spool of filament, it's 3 spools of filament to build a DeathRacer. So 2 spools of PETG or PLA and a spool of TPU. Is the TPU still, is it a kilo or is it like 700 grams? Something
For what?
TPU?
Um,
Because it used to be less.
it,
didn't
it depends on what you get. So if
Okay.
you get the high flow, I think that comes in 1 kilogram.
Cool. Yeah, so there's that, and then we have some stuff from Big Tree Tech. We've got a Big Tree Tech functionals kit as well to give away. I don't know if it's version 1 or version 2, but if you want to be in it, you've got to get in it to win it. And I think we're going to do something. We're still going to do something here.
Sure.
Yeah, so we're going to have a race in a minute. Once this is put together, the winner of that will then denote what we do next in regards to how we do the giveaway. So that'd be you or me, I guess. Is that fair? Or do you guys want to?
No.
How we do this teams? Yeah. So and let us know in the comments who you think is going to win off with their head. We're not going to go too aggressive, but it's going to be 1 round. Whoever gets the head off first then denotes the next elements of giveaway. And also PCBWay are giving away 2 of those epic soldering irons, which I asked to do a giveaway for, and I'd love to go to somebody very special. So happy days.
Look, he just put this together. This is his.
Yep.
You wouldn't want to just let us beat it up.
Right.
It's got to be you. And
Gotta be
you
guys.
never get to play. You're always the
That's
announcer.
true.
So
That's
I think
true.
You versus me.
and also
Yeah.
you kicked my butt
Let's,
3 times in a row
I
yesterday.
did do that.
Yeah, you did.
All right. Well, okay. Well, let's get you guys across the
Polymaker
line.
first partner.
Yeah.
First partner.
Loving it.
Oh,
Loving
wait,
it.
you gotta do the thing like
Oh.
for boxing.
Yeah.
You know how when they do the weigh-ins and they
So okay. Is that how we do it?
something like that? Now kiss.
We should have kissed. Just playing.
Win the
money's
purple
on
racer.
your head. Oh,
Hedgehog!
loving it. Maybe you could be the announcer.
Ooh,
You could
there
do
we
the
go.
commentary, Yeah.
Sold. Hi everybody, I'm the real Graham Prentice. And today we're death racing.
So let's put this on the ground. Be very careful.
Do you have a name for this
I don't know if we do. I haven't seen
All right.
it.
At least a minute to get the control.
Sailors.
I've never actually driven with this thing, and we need a camera.
We
Yeah.
do.
So, I'll be here. Yes, we're going to go this way. Just one bit more.
Yeah, we need some room, huh?
Yeah, a little bit. So we're going to try to get a mic to move this.
Yep.
Let's move them out of the way. Let's put this out
So is it possible to have the throttle on one arm and then?
It is, but it won't drive that well because you'll also you could do that, but I think it'll be all over the place.
All right.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, who's commentary? You got the speakers there? This is the Death Race! How'd I do?
You did really well. I like that.
Okay, are you ready? 3, 2, 1, go! Ladies and gentlemen, this is the master at work. Whoa! Oh!
Ladies and gentlemen, DeathRacers!
Another shallow victory. Well done, sir. Well done. Good game. Thank you very much. That was no, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, there you go. That's it. That was the Death Race.
Let's take a look at these things. They feel amazing. Look at these.
Yeah, let's have a quick look then. Let's pop them up here, shall we? Should we? Yeah, I can hear the fan in there as well. That was.
My hand is off because I died.
Oh, we might need to grab the old microphones. Rigged.
Rigged.
Yes. Well, that was fun. Everything that you're going to need is going to be in the description below if you're interested in perhaps looking at purchasing one of these kits. But we are also very interested in the giveaway. Zombie, tell us a little bit more about your racer.
So my racer is a fine blend of various Polymaker ABS and ASA. So I'm using, let's see, Galaxy ABS purple.
Yep.
Neon ABS neon, orange and magenta. Those are two fairly new colors from Polymaker.
Yep.
They look really good and they are UV reactive. So we turn this off, or they turn the lights off and then shine some
It glows
black
up.
light.
Oh, really?
It'll look really good.
They're fluoresce. Awesome.
Yeah.
I noticed we did break it as well. I don't know if you've noticed the steering wheel, but
You're broken.
I think it'll pop back on.
Huh. I don't use a long enough screw. Or is
No,
it?
he's back on. No, he's
Okay,
fine. He's
there we
fine.
go.
He's fine.
Yay.
He's fine. That's all good. Again, can you tell us a little bit about this one?
I
I
can
didn't print this,
I can
but
tell you nothing about it. Although I love this, like orangish brown.
yeah, this is the Chroma. Is it called the Pan? It's the Pan Chroma.
Oh, this is Mars.
Yeah, the Mars Red.
Oh
yeah.
Starlight
That's it.
Mars. Okay, yeah.
Thank God,
this
someone
is
knew what it was.
This is a PLA. Starlight is probably the coolest of the colors. Looks like we have some
We do.
Starlight.
Yep.
Twilight over there. This
Did
is.
you send me a link?
Not yet.
I don't know.
Just trying to.
Metallic silver, maybe.
Yeah. I tell you what, Ryan. Do you want to while I send you this link? Do you want to just man this for a second?
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, just jump on there. So just talk about the DeathRacer a little bit. Just what materials we use, etc.
Okay.
I think I guessed correctly.
Basically PLA, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that one's mostly PLA. We do have a couple down below that we haven't done yet. That's going to take this rider, and this guy is the really cool fiber on stuff. So it's going to have that recycled PET G. I'm sorry, the PET G. What is it called?
PET.
PETGRCF.
Yeah. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, it's got some of that. Some nylon.
2 minutes until we close the giveaway. So if you want to enter, just description down below. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
So-
one's all PLA.
I mean, as you saw, the PLA racer took out the ABS racer, so you don't have to print in ABS. The main reason why I did mine is for shipping and transportation. I'll be in a hot car. I just want to make sure that nothing melts. I've seen some floppy prints come to events.
Were you at Murph when Rich showed up with the drag racer?
Yes,
that was
the
all
drag racer,
bad?
that was
Oh,
literally,
that sucked.
yeah, just bent in half.
Yeah.
So
That's just from traveling. It wasn't like
Yeah.
you left it outside or anything like that. Just driving
Yeah.
there, sitting in a hot car.
yeah. But luckily, Polymaker has a ton of colors in various ABSs, ASAs. You can even do PETG. There's so many colors to choose from. I'm a fan of the Galaxies personally.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that black's good.
Yeah. I'm gonna fix up my side plates a little bit. We're gonna add some like outrun lines on there.
Yeah, I saw part of your stream. You were using bamboo slicer to to add parts to
Yeah,
it?
so I took my maker chip
Yeah.
and I stole the accent from it just to see what it looks
Yeah.
like, and just kind of put it on there. In fact, that text came from my maker chip.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, so I'll bling it out. It'll be a lot of fun. This though, man, look at this side plate. You can go crazy. You can do all kinds of things as long as you can physically screw it in.
Right. Yeah, and there's the blanks too that are available on Printables
Yep.
and Michael Badley's Patreon. So,
Okay.
as well as some that are already pre-made.
Talk for another couple of minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the Polymaker ones personally.
So these are another. Here's another Catan front end. This one's obviously Prusa theme, but these panels.
Obviously, Prusa theme.
Yeah.
I don't know. It could be more Prusa
But
theme.
these side panels are also available, as well as these ones up here too. So if you have a sponsored racer, there's some that are already.
Oh,
okay.
that is cool.
Yeah.
Can we talk about that?
Yeah, absolutely. There you go.
Look at that. So they have a cutout in the plate, and the actual wheel has the Polymaker logo, so it spins. That's cool. I have a blank plate that says Polymaker with a logo. But okay, that is genius. I think I was just talking about that with someone. I kind of wish it was like that. Neat.
That's really cool. Ryan's gone ahead and done some different designs on side panels, and he's pretty sure they're posted up. If not, they will be soon.
Just a bunch.
There is a bunch. He says there's a bunch, so that's good. He has a few different designs, grills, and he did the wheel knockout. And I'm sure there'll be more to come as time moves on.
Yeah, so check out the printables for offset
Yep.
for all those mods.
Which I believe Sam linked in things.
All the
there.
info will be down below, including where to find support for DeathRacers, because I know that'll be kind of a big deal. On Sam Prentice's Discord, hit him up any time of day. He's always available. But there is a whole growing community of DeathRacers. I participated in, I think, 3 different events at this point with various racers, and it's always been a blast. It's one of the highlights of the events.
It's definitely a fun time.
So, any questions from the chat? What was your favorite part of today's stream?
Yeah.
I love how mine came out. On the racer, we did alternating sides colors. So the arms, or the various accent parts are flipped around. Feeling pretty good.
So we have seen over the different events issues with transmitters conflicting with each other. Doesn't happen too often, and it usually happens when you have different brands, not the same brand. That's why we're trying to convert everybody over to the same thing. It'll make things a lot easier. But I mean, the last few events we went to, we didn't seem to notice an issue with the amount of people. There was quite a few running in transmitters. Didn't seem to be a problem.
One more name to add.
One more name to add.
One more
Wonderful.
name.
Yeah. So just win that very slight race right there. I do think I would rather have separate controls for throttle and steering, just to kind of.
Really?
That's what I'm used to. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So I know on a previous racer we built, we incorporated the steering and the weapon into the same stick. So when you take a turn,
Yeah.
the weapon turns that direction,
Mm.
or you could turn it the opposite direction.
Yeah.
That probably would be something that you would like.
Yeah, maybe we'll see. I mean, the best part about this is you can change everything on here. Are there multiple profiles on here?
Profiles on the controller?
Like, can you swap between like?
Absolutely.
Okay,
Yep, sure
so
can.
you can start from scratch. I'd recommend doing that. Get it working, and then create a new profile, and then copy over the settings. Can you clone the settings at all?
Do not know that.
I think
So-
you might be able to clone the settings on.
You can actually go into setup. Oops, not setup. Just this, and hit model select, and you can choose between, I think, different models.
Yeah. So if you want to make different modes.
Oh, a lot. So anyway, yeah, and you can bind your different receivers to each of those different models. One controller, a bunch of receivers, and a bunch of different DeathRacers, and just pick whichever one you want if that's what you're into.
Very cool. So lots of options there. I don't think I'm going to change much on my racer, really. The head, I'm going to probably modify the head. This was left over from my previous one.
I like him.
I know. I'll probably change the colors up, if anything.
Yeah.
New colors.
Okay, good news. We are ready for our giveaway now.
All right, let's do it.
Good deal.
Should we grab a couple of these? Let's do that. Okay, so over on the screen over here, this feels like very kind of lounge. It feels like it's like a.
You can't get much closer though.
Can you? Well, you can unplug. What you could do is unplug the power and then come
Oh,
all
yeah.
this way.
It'll be fine.
Yeah,
No,
because
not that.
not that. Not
Oh,
that. Sorry, the power from the laptop. That ended real badly.
No,
Please, for the love of God, don't do that.
And we're moving.
We are moving. We're moving forwards.
We're walking.
Look at that.
The
We can.
wheel of names.
So this actually here is also a DeathRacer.
Oh,
Check that out. Look at the size of this. He's a big boy.
Pop the.
Does this come off like this?
Yeah. Pop that off, and barb goes on there.
How cool is that?
It doesn't actually have a weapon. It's just got really wide wings that are strategically head height.
Love that. But it is now time, friends. So are we going to get in? Are we going to stand here? Actually, let's have a look at. So we can't read the comments at this point, can we? So let's just go back around this way. Awesome. Lots of things being said. Good. Okay. So here's the wheel of names. We have got a few things to give away today, as you already know. Should we start with the DeathRacer kit, or should we do the Polymaker filament first?
Well, I mean, Polymaker did help put this on, so I think it's only fitting that they're first.
Let's do it. So we've got 10 spools of filament to give away with Polymaker filaments. We're going to keep everybody in. I know I did say that potentially you had to be here, but to be honest with you, I've got all the names and addresses, so there's no point in me messing around. So let's hit that button. We're going to keep the names in. So the chances are you could win more than one thing. We've got quite a few things to give away. So let's do this now. Let's hit the button.
Wait, you gotta shuffle.
Oh, we shuffle. I shuffled already. Look, K2 Kevin's name's up there.
Oh yeah,
His
that's
Liz.
rigged. You gotta shuffle it.
Yeah, okay.
You want to shuffle?
So if you shuffle up the top. Not the truffle shuffle.
Oh.
No, I saw your face. Yeah.
I got excited.
We good?
Good. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
And good luck, everyone.
Good luck.
Wheel of death.
Whoa.
Whoa.
And it's David. David Brockwell. Congratulations. You've won 3 spools of Polymaker filament. I will reach out to you when I get a brief second. It might be later on today. Chances are it'll probably be next week. But you've won. We're going to keep him in, though.
So we go to close.
So we're going to go close. We're going to keep him in because we've got lots to give away. So 9 more left. Let's go through these at a thickening rate. Are you ready? Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and away we go.
Are you keeping track of the winner?
Well, what I'll do is I'll watch the stream back. So, and it'll also tell me.
Pretty sneaky, sis.
Next one is, it's Steve McDonald. Woo! Steve. Keep him in.
Steve.
You guys are in here as well. I put you in.
What?
Yeah. I put you because you're in the room. You're Steve in the room, and you're Ryan in the room.
Oh.
Because you might win a awesome soldering iron. Okay, let's close it. Let's go to the next one. So number 3, here we go. Ready to spin? Go. 3 to 1, go. 3 to 1, go. I'm excited. You love this, don't you? This is like being at the carnival.
Yeah.
It's I love it. Yeah. Oh yes, Andrew Rogers!
Big winner, big money.
I tell you what, I'm so chuffed at that. Right, let's go on for another one. This is number 4. Polymaker filament, number 4. Are we ready? Here we go. The Polymaker filament. Oh, it's Louise. Well, you know who Louise is. Louise is Matt German's wife. So she's won some Polymaker filament.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. So that's 2 lots of PLA or PETG and some TPU as well to build a DeathRacer. And I think Matt's got a DeathRacer, hasn't he, already? So that's good. Okay, so number 5. Here we go. Number 5.
Yeah, you get to have a his and hers.
They do get to have a his and hers, possibly. Here we go.
Is it Nick? Is it Nick?
Oh, it's Nick. Congratulations, Nick. You were just in the nick of time there. And I actually wrote that in. So thank you, Nick. Well done. Congratulations. So number 6 is going to be. You are such a glamorous assistant. Honestly, it's amazing.
Travesty, he's on camera.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, you know, somebody's gonna.
Oh, Mike
But also,
Tio.
yay!
Mike Tio, congratulations. You are number 6 for Polymaker filament. Number 7. Number 7. Number 7. Lucky number 7. Zombie, you are looking.
Who is it?
You're looking
What is it?
zombified over there. You can't believe what's
yeah.
going. Oh!
War paint.
And
War paints and unicorns.
unicorns.
Lucky number 7.
War paint and
Congratulations.
unicorn.
More polymaker filament for you. Let's go to number 8. I would have been great in a bingo hall, I think. Number 22. 2 little ducks. Quack, quack. Okay. Ooh.
Petty. Yeah.
Petty rug spin.
Yeah.
George, well done. Congratulations. You were number 8. That means we've got 2 more to give away. Is that right? Let's do it. 2 more. 2 more. So this is for the polymaker filament. I'm excited. Thanks for coming out, Zombie. Thanks for coming out.
Josh.
My pleasure.
Oh, Richard, congratulations. You are number 9. And then finally, last but not least for the polymaker filament is bum 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 bum. Ooh.
Tim Talon.
Oh, it's Tim Talon. Well done. Number 10. Congratulations to you. Now, I think the next one we should do the Big Tree Tech giveaway for the Death Racer.
This is all about Death Racer.
It is about Death Racers. Yeah, you can buy one of these kits. The value is $189 in your local currency. But the winner of that is going to be. Imagine if it's you. Imagine if it's you. Here we go. Oh, Caretaker 007. That is incredible. Congratulations to you. You've just won yourself a Death Racer kit. That's amazing. So, what should we do next? We've got other stuff. So we've got like the Panda stuff as well from Big Tree Tech. How are people getting on? Are people happy? Are they content?
Let's get some hype in chat.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
That's pushed things forward. Look at you guys all relaxed over there. That's amazing. So the Panda Nomi, which is the little LCD display screen, we've got 3 of those to give away. So let's hit the button. Number 1. Number 1. Big Jim Sleigh. Oh, it's not that. Okay, it's not that. It's not that. Oh, here we go. Hey, got to be in it to win it.
Making out like a
Penny Rug Spin George has won once again for the Panda Nomi. We've got another one of those to give away though. Let's give it another spin. Well done, Steve. I would love to just do this all day.
Right?
Like, just like, hey, you know what we're doing?
Again?
Oh, Mike Care, you have just won yourself Panda Nomi. Well done. We've got one more of these to give away. I'm going to be excited about that. Should we do that? Let's do it. What's a Panda Edge? Does anybody know?
Oh, it's a scraper.
Oh, it's a scraper.
Like a
Oh, I've got one of
scraper.
those. I've got one
I
of
don't
them.
have one
They're
of those.
anodized. They're anodized. Oh, it's Louise again. Well done, Louise. See, this is the thing with this stream. You know, there wasn't tons of people that went in for it, but you know, you've got a bigger chance of winning. So well done. Okay, so we got 3 Panda Edges to give away, which are the scrapers. Now, I've got one of those, and I got it accidentally because I let Big Tree Tech tart up one of my P1Ss, and they put all the stuff on it, and I've got all the gear. And that was attached to the side, and I didn't know what it was called. So now I do. So Panda Edge. Okay, 3 of those to give away. Stephen, if you'd like to do the honors, here we go. Ooh. I hope it's someone really deserving. It is. It's Ra Ra. Well done. Congratulations.
Congrats.
Sorry.
Okay, who's going to be our second winner?
Breaking out in the song.
Oh, Jeremy, a final layer. Congratulations. You will win a number 2 of a scraper.
You get to scrape.
You get to
buddy.
scrape everything you've ever dreamed of. Let's do one more, though. Oh, Right, you've won again. You get 2 scrapers. So I'm not even going to go, do you want to spin again? Because that's what you're getting. It's tough. That's just the way it is. So the next thing here. So what's a magneto cutter? Is that for the magneto printer?
Sure. I don't
Is
know.
it?
I actually have no idea.
Because if it is, I've got a magneto printer and I just want both of those.
Hold on. Magneto cutter.
I just won both of those.
It's the strangest thing.
Like, it's crazy, isn't
Is
it?
it a Big Tree Tech thing?
Oh, someone's saying shuffle. We should shuffle. It is a big
Oh,
picture
all
of it.
right. Let's shuffle.
Let's shuffle. Let's shovel. 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 Shuffle.
Shovel.
Shuffle. Go on, shuffle. Shuffle. That's
Maybe
it.
it's like the
Shovel.
CNC arm. I have no idea.
Okay, we don't know what the magneto cutter is, so we're going to go on to the nebula extruder. We've got 2 of those to give away. Let's hit that button.
What extruder?
Nebula.
Nebula extruder. Oh, it's Pez-Liz! I can't believe it! Oh my word! Congratulations, Pez-Liz.
Congratulations, Pez.
You get yourself a nebula extruder. I hope that is everything you've ever hoped and wished for, and it suits you well in your extruding needs of polymaker filament. Right, let's do another one. I'm flying home tomorrow, so like this is like 2 weeks of like enjoyment. But our next winner is Caretaker 007. No, he won before, did he not?
did.
Congratulations, you've got yourself a lovely, lovely, lovely nebula extruder. Okay, so we've got a cryo grip glazier and frostbite plate for the bamboo P1, X1, and A1. We've got 2 of those to give away. So let's hit that button. I mean, you're in it. I mean, you guys could win something.
In it to win it. But not this
Oh,
time.
it's Richard.
Sharp.
Richard, is it Sharps? It is Sharps.
Sharps.
Richard Sharps. Richard Sharps, congratulations. You are. I nearly said something really inappropriate about a bed. Then I hope your bed dreams are come to reality with Big Tree Tech's
Hope they're not
glazier
dull.
bed. Huh?
I hope it's not dull.
Well, I was going to say something about it sticking to the bed.
Oh,
There you
So
go.
yeah, but we've got another one of those to give away. So let's give away another one for the P1, X1, or A1. Here we go.
Big bucks, no whammy. Come on. Yes.
Mad Cat USA.
Mad Cat USA,
Mad Cat
congratulations.
USA, congratulations. Winners will be contacted by email, correct, Sam?
That's correct.
All right,
You
so
will.
check your email in the next couple of years.
Okay. So we
Sam, not
you know what, I'm gonna hold back on these 2 because I've got another couple of things to do. But PCB Way have been super generous over certainly the past few months with sponsoring stuff that I'm doing. So I really appreciate that. That's why you've seen PCB Way on all the videos and stuff. There's a long-term relationship we've got with those guys. So if you need PCB manufacturing, 3D printing, CNC cutting, or any of that kind of crazy stuff that they do, well, head over to PCBWay.com and I will give this glamorous plug to them. But one of the most amazing things they sent me recently was those soldering irons that get to 0 to 100 to 300 degrees in like 8 seconds. So they are amazing. So we've got 2 of those to give away. So we're going to give away one of those right now. Let's shuffle first, though.
Okay.
You missed your legs. Oh my god! I just noticed tripod's name.
Oh, yes, Mr. Leg. Yes. Okay, on 3. 3. It's been a long day, hasn't it? It's been a long day. I don't think I've eaten yet. So
No.
yeah, we need to eat some food.
we
Yeah.
need to eat something.
Oh my
Rick.
God!
It's Rick.
Rick has won one of those soldering irons. Well done. They are.
Oh, good job, Rick.
Good job, Rick. Well done. Okay, finally then. On 3, 2, 3.
What? Hold on.
Okay, our final winner for
Is
this
it
evening
Cherry?
is oh, War Paint and Unicorns. Well done. You get one of those absolutely amazing soldering irons and heat press sets. So if you are building a DeathRacer, well, good and congratulations to you for that. Friends of the stream, thank you very much for joining me. Zombie Hedgehog, who is rather rancho relaxed. Are you okay? Have you got you nursing something? Are you okay there?
No, I'm
Okay,
sitting.
you're good, okay.
I'm enjoying
Um,
my loss at the DeathRacer.
Well, the good news is you've got to build one with us, and
I
thank you for
did. That
coming
was
out.
a memorable
and-
experience.
and
I'll never forget it ever.
I really
because
appreciate
it's
it.
going to be on YouTube for the rest of my life.
It is, and you know, as Polymaker First partners, you know, there aren't many of us. You know, it's
Look
good.
at 'em.
It's good to get together, and it's refreshing when first partners can work together in perfect harmony.
Fantastic.
You know, there aren't many of us that doing that. So
Really
well
warms
done.
your coffee.
You're a good guy.
For a harmonious experience.
And thank you as well. Congratulations. We're going to go and get some food, I think, now. And Stephen, thank you
Yes.
very much. Guys, if you've been watching the stream, thank you very much for everything on this stream. And I hope that it's given you some sort of value into the DeathRacers and how to build one of these in the very near future, if you choose to. There are more videos coming out on the topic, of course, across the nation. I'm going to be heading home back to the UK tomorrow, but I will be back for the Rocky Mountain Rep Festival and a ton of other things and events this year. So if you Want to give me a high five? Oh no, that's not me, is it? That's someone else. If you want to give me a, oh, you know, my thing I think is going to be like an elbow,
The awkward elbow.
awkward elbow.
awkward elbow.
That's me. I'm going to do the. Do you want to do an awkward elbow?
Kiss it.
No, just, you don't need to kiss it. You just need to
Oh,
just awkward it. Just be awkward with it.
I am being awkward.
I can see that.
Thank you.
There you go. That's it. Do you want to do it? You want a little bit of this? And friends, we will see you next time. Thank you very much. Oh,
Make sure you hit
Pez
that like
Liz.
button, leave a comment down below if you like this video. Hit the subscribe button for more content eventually in the future. More live streams. If you want more live streams, put it in the comments down below. More Sam Prentice.
We love you. Bye.
Bye.